I'm orange. Vincent's white.
I'm nothing. Because I'm a square.
You're nothing.
Oh, I'm the square too.
Alrighty. Well, I think we're going. So hello and welcome to tonight's game of D&D at our show called Loot, Die, Repeat, where a bunch of us vacationers, that's what we are this week. We sit around, we roll some dice, we laugh at each other, and we do some collaborative role-playing known as Dungeons and Dragons. And we are without three of our members tonight. Our monk, our bard, and our fighter, unfortunately, are away. And our wizard is on his way. And tonight we have a special guest sitting in instead who is hiding under her hood. And so we are so glad to have you here, Sarah, joining us. And this is Sarah's first game of D&D. And so we are excited to introduce her to this amazing tabletop experience where we do this collaborative storytelling. So we appreciate you being here with us and sharing these stories with us. Thank you for all of the new followers. Thank you for all the new subscribers and all of the people who are hosting us tonight. We very much appreciate that. Of course, we would greatly appreciate you continuing to subscribe. If you have any Amazon Prime subscriptions, that you get the Twitch Prime subscription for free, and so you have to renew those each month. So a friendly reminder to renew those if you have been subscribing to us with those. Of course, we also have a YouTube channel where all of our past episodes, all 20 of them, are up on YouTube. You can check those out and catch up on the story so far. And we have just kind of finished a little mini story arc, and we're about to start off on the next one. And so we're very excited about that. And we also have a little giveaway going on right now.
What?
And you can get the information for that on our Instagram page. And so we are giving away one of the following items: a brand new squeaky set of dice, 13 different sets to choose from, several unpainted...
What color are they?
Well, you got to go on Instagram and look at the giveaway post.
That's not a good enough plug.
Yeah, there are 13 different colors. All colors of the rainbow are represented.
Ooh.
And we
magenta?
have... There is a magenta set. We have some unpainted minis that you can choose from if you're a mini painter. We have a map that you can choose from if you like the tactical battle maps. And we also have a very cool cloth Sword Coast overland map, which shows a artistic rendering of the Sword Coast. Would make a very cool prop for any game. So you can go on our Instagram page, LDR_DM, and Loot, Die, Repeat, and you can get the information for those. LDR_DM has the actual post. All right, I think that's all of the announcements. Any other announcements from any of the players? All right, well then, let us jump into tonight's episode of Loot, Die, Repeat. And we begin, of course, with our customary recap. And so our adventurers, having traveled back from Nightstone in a rush to save the slaughtered Morthos on the road, had saved his life only to learn that one of their young orphan friends, Kyle Felton, had been lost in the Blue Alley. I've said his last name before.
You'd had no reason to.
But how
I don't know.
So Kyle and Candace, the twins,
Felton.
Last name Felton.
Candy begged Moniker, our adventurers, to go and find her brother in the Blue Alley. And after several ensnaring traps and battles, Moniker made their way through, defeating an insane brass dragon, and finding Kyle, collecting lots of fun loot.
I killed that dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found Kyle Felton.
And It was Eli who dealt the finishing blow with his radiant blade.
Nobody knows that, right?
Only Vincent, however, actually remembers the specifics of the whole
that's
dungeon
right.
because everyone else had a strange magical cloudiness overwhelm their minds as they teleported out. Securing a fancy little unicorn statue that seems to be able to talk.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that never happened.
Oh, you guys remember that. Rygar and Vincent are the only two
I
who
was gonna
actually
say,
know
some
about
remember that.
Yeah, Rygar and Vincent. The rest successfully convincing Panja to leave them alone, not securing the unicorn. Moniker hunkered down for the night, took a long rest, and has awoken the next morning, sleeping in, making their way down to the tap room of the yawning portal where they had been magically whisked away to. Apparently this was Kyliere's little paradise. And emerging, going downstairs for breakfast, our party is greeted by a relatively sparsely populated room, owing primarily to the fact that there is a gang war going on in the dock ward, which is in relative close proximity to the yawning portal. And so some of the regulars are there. You do notice some from when you were here before. Durnan, of course, is behind the bar, serving drinks. Bonnie taking the food to the adventurers for the complimentary brunch that you are all receiving. And as you have sat down to enjoy a meal, a familiar glow begins to emit from the chest of your Warforged hold. The glow continuing to catch in the necklaces of the monk Sola and the bard Jax. The three of them are whisked away as the energy from the hopper overtakes their forms and blinks them out of the yawning portal. You five, including Vincent, are now used to this occurring. And Melsine, you know that with some concentration you can usually pinpoint where these wayward travelers have gone. And so you begin to grab on to the tier of Vivon Rano, as you now know it's called, your necklace, and concentrate to find their lost personages. And as you do that, Moniker, what would you like to do this morning as you sit at some tables in the first level of the yawning portal? These pillars here all represent the pillars holding up the second and third floor balconies that overlook.
Are those the black
Yeah,
squares?
the black here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. With, of course, the gaping maw leading down to Undermountain before you, and several of the patrons just standing about and enjoying breakfast. Some are enjoying drinks. Some have just reading books. What would you like to do?
Eli's going to, almost a little too giddily, walk over to the bar because he sees his buddy Big D there.
Okay, so Durnan is there, kind of polishing glasses, cleaning them out as he's washed them and sees you coming. Bugger, what can I do for you?
Real quick, do I remember I have that good wine in my flask?
Yes, you do. You remember, so you guys remember all of the items that you
Got it.
took. You remember the dragon fight, because that wasn't really necessarily part of the dungeon. He was a person who had trekked in there. But all of the traps and the wealth of you have this inordinate picture in your mind of flowing riches. And you know it was dangerous, but I mean you got some pretty good stuff out of there.
So I get up to the bar, and you say bugger, and I go, hey, I want you to try some. I got this in the Blue Alley.
What is it?
It's wine. It's really good wine. I won't tell you what it is till after you drink it. I take a sip, and it's good. And I give him some of my flask.
Had better. Hands it over. Not bad though.
I was gonna see if maybe you wanted a bottle.
Sure.
What would you buy it for?
Already given you a room for the night.
That's true. We'll talk about it later.
It's like some of your friend disappeared.
Oh yeah, they do that. We all do that. It really coincides when they tend to not be here presently. They're more here in spirit, you know?
It's weird.
Yeah. They come back somehow. Eventually. Like we did.
It's convenient.
It is. It's a great plot ploy. I mean, how you been, Big D?
Business is down.
Gang war?
Fine.
Running any promotions?
Now.
Yeah, maybe you could think about that. Drive some business in here. You could pick a side with one of them. For every ear of the other side that they bring in, they get a half-off drink.
I don't think the guy would like that much.
I mean, obviously it's hush-hush. But you'll be swimming in coin, trust me.
I'll think about it.
Okay, just like that wine.
What are the rest of you guys doing? Any conversation amongst yourselves? You have, you have gone over to talk to Big D over there.
Yep.
You have Rygar, Morthos, Melcene, and Vincent just kind of sitting around these tables eating, talking it all amongst yourselves.
Guys, we really should figure out why we keep disappearing like this.
Well,
Do not trust this thing anymore. I do not know that I even want to wear it. It could just disappear at any moment.
has it benefited us at all to this point?
Guess it hasn't hurt us yet.
Hasn't hurt us, but we haven't. I don't think we've really used what it was meant for.
Right. Well, how do we access the what were they again? Way stations?
The different portals?
Right.
So we need a different dragon's blood, wasn't it? Or some type of blood. Maybe the wizard remembers.
Was I here the whole time?
You were.
Oh. Yeah, we do need a different wizard. Not wizard. Do not use wizard's blood. It's bad. Dragon's blood.
Dragon's blood.
Sarah,
What's
I need you to roll a perception check as they're having this conversation. 8 plus
Perception plus 1.
9.
So it's not.
9. All right. So you, as you're having this conversation, you hear gang war in the midst of their conversation. You hear dragon's blood. You hear talk of an alley that they were in, battling, fighting, and all these things catch your ear and make you think, maybe these people might know something. As you kind of just sit quietly, taking in the room here in the corner. Continue
Hey, Vincent.
conversation.
Do we know where this what the portal thing is in this city? Has anyone ever seen it before?
I don't know that we know where it is. Did they tell us?
Would I recall anything like that? Having
Some-
seen it?
Yeah, you did.
Roll a history check.
I think you did.
Because I think
when
you
walked
do.
us through town.
That's a 19.
Oh.
So, after having seen the unlocked portal in Nightstone, you recall very vividly a similarly designed seal. At least that's what you thought it was. No one really knows what it is. In the square in front of Waterdeep Castle.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I've seen something like that before. So if we have time, we should check it out and see if that's what it is.
Yes, I believe we have to take advantage of these things. Because at this point, I mean, they're only taking our party away at random.
Well, at least it wasn't, in more dire circumstances this time.
True. We're just casually having breakfast.
Brunch.
Yeah. Eli orders a mimosa. And he moseys on back to the group with a nice champagne flute mimosa in his hand. Pinkies up. Both, actually. This one for no reason.
Do I still feel weaker than normal?
You do. No, you took a long rest. You do not.
So the strength is
Yes,
recovered?
strength is recovered.
All right.
For that particular
For that particular
strength drain, it recovers after a long rest.
one, having a -4 was not good.
No.
Oh.
Have you guys had these things? Dernan came up with it. It's fresh squeezed orange juice and something bubbly. It is phenomenal.
I want one of
Didn't bring
those.
any for us.
Where's that? Did you not think to share?
Shoots it, walks back to the bar, and orders 5. You're not there
Yeah,
yet.
there.
You
I'm
roll
listening.
perception.
Okay. 19. We lock eyes as I walk back.
Sarah, would you like to describe your character?
Sure. How much can we tell? Not a lot, right?
How her appearance. You can describe her appearance.
So my character she's got long dark hair. She is wearing clothes that are blue and gold. And they obviously stand for something. And she's got a hand axe.
A woman
On
with
her
an axe.
side. Yeah. And
Interesting.
yeah. Just sitting.
Very good. So you see her there. You see she looks a little bit uncomfortable and out of place in the midst of this room. And she is intentionally seated with her back to a wall, taking things in. Very close to the door. The door, one of the exits is right here.
Okay.
So you can tell that she's there.
Yep.
Not comfortable, but she is.
What's your body language telling me?
She's closed down in her demeanor, but Sean, you can tell she's trying to listen to the conversation here and to your conversation with Dernan.
Okay.
It's like she's just trying to get things,
Right.
get information. But she is. Her features are very high cheekbone structure, strong features, right? And her eyes have a strange twinkle to them, almost a bit of a light glow that she kind of keeps hidden under a bit of a hood.
So as I'm walking over with the now empty flute, and I go 5, and I see her with that perception roll, and I see a kind of the closed off posture, putting yourself back to a corner next to an exit, clearly trying to listen. Eli goes, I think it's 6. How much do I owe you? By the way, what are you calling these things?
Asomals.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that. I didn't catch that.
It's an asomal.
An asamum.
Yeah.
Almost
Wow, man.
backward.
Yeah, no, I got it. I thought he was making a joke at first.
It is now.
Nope, not gonna say it.
It's named after those who drink it.
Yeah. Give me 6. Big D.
Done.
So
Bonnie.
I take hers.
She's preparing them, and she kind of hands you one and has the other 5 on a tray.
Take it to them, put mine over there, and I mosey on over to that stool right in front of her.
Okay. So Eli approaches you and just
I plop down on the stool, look at you, and then I pull it in closer. And I just kind of look at you. Elf? Are you an elf? You got high
Could be.
cheekbones. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
I couldn't help but notice you were eavesdropping.
Do I?
you can respond however you would like to respond.
I could be. Do you have a problem with that?
Not really, but why don't you just sit at our table and drink with us and talk rather than pretend that you're not listening and actually trying to listen?
Are you sure you want to trust me?
I think we can take you. There's five of us and one of you.
One too many mimosas.
Yeah, you Asimos.
Asimos.
Since I do want information, I think I'm gonna take him up on that.
Okay.
But first, you have to take a shot of that. It's an initiation rite. All the cool kids are doing them. And then he points over his shoulder to the table of those guys.
As I'm looking around, do I notice, from before that
He has already
He's-
downed one of those drinks.
Okay, so I
and he has a second one, and all of the people around this table over here have one in their hands as well.
Okay.
You can look around, you see there's just quiet conversation going on between some of these other pairings. Over here, in front of the fireplace, you have two people who are kind of throwing darts at the big target above the fireplace. You see a bard in the corner, kind of just strumming very quietly, and a guy reading his book. This guy looks like he's been drinking all night, pretty hammered.
Good for him.
Just kind of there, and and
Still speaking in complete sentences.
And Durnan is not ramp certified, clearly.
so that's kind of the take of the place.
Okay. Let's take a drink.
Okay, so you take a drink, and it tastes delicious.
Fresh squeeze, right?
Almost as fresh as the oranges that you've grown.
Interesting. All right, we're gonna head over there. What's your name?
Alright, my name is Melandra. What about yours?
Melandra? I'm gonna call you Mel. You all right with that?
No.
I don't care. All right, Mel. I'll introduce you to the group. My name's Eli. That big, tall, scary guy right there. He's you. The guy with the tail, horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
His name's Mort.
I am Morthos.
Yeah, Mort.
Melandra.
This is
Pleasure.
Mel.
You?
This.
My name is not Mel.
Yeah. Mel, this over here is Stick Boy / Milk Boy / our
Vincent. And
resident
are we
wizard.
recruiting already?
She was trying to eavesdrop. I figured, let's see what she knows. What
So
does
you
she
bring
wanna
the
know.
eavesdropper to the table.
Listen, there's five of
I think
us.
you've had one too many then if you keep counting.
Listen, I haven't had some for a while. I was going through the shakes, and now it's kind of swinging.
Do I see her?
You do, and as you see her, you can see an aura shines down from the heavens, and there's a glow around her, and you have received inspiration from Don Queve. So at some point this game, you can choose to roll a second d20 to help yourself if you don't like the roll. Thank you for the inspiration, Don Queve.
Yes, thank you.
Do I
Rookie's luck.
recognize her or
Roll
what
history.
she could possibly?
Please don't recognize me.
You might recognize the
14.
race.
She has
Basically what I'm going for.
She has the look of someone who is used to living in nature, but beyond that, there's really nothing familiar about her.
Would I recognize anything about her?
You can roll. This would be more insight than anything.
17.
17. So the radiance about her is similar in quality to that of Sola, though Sola's is far more pronounced and almost obnoxious in its flair.
That's about right. It is. She is almost obnoxious.
This is a more subtle touch,
Okay.
and yet the glitter of the eye, the bit of light step, there's just almost something divine about it. One might say angelic.
I'm going to continue naming the people in our party.
Yep.
So I go, Mel, this is also Mel.
No.
Scene. Mel Scene. And this is my good buddy Rygar over here.
Rygar.
There's 3 more that poofed away. They'll be back. Maybe you saw that. I don't know how long
Well,
you've been
you
watching
assume
this.
they will be back.
I assume
I mean,
so.
Yeah.
We
It's
came
probably
back.
it's probably a good assumption, but we really do not know.
Yeah, I mean, we came back though, so who knows?
None of us seem concerned that they poofed away anyway.
Right.
I
It
am
happens.
a tad concerned, but whatever.
Well, you're a worry ward.
Well, I mean,
Just have another Asamoah and forget about it. All right.
I think you've had one too many.
I'm gonna marry her over to the adventurers board. Just so.
Adventurers board?
Yeah.
Okay, where all the quests are. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
With my, and what is it?
I'm calling them Asamoahs now.
Mountain.
Asamars now, or whatever you're calling it.
Yeah. Just as a refamiliar.
yeah, so you see several of the quests that were there are struck. They're seem to have been taken care of.
I'm gonna walk up behind Rygar and go, anything looked good?
So you see the same Order of the Gauntlet and Fields of Triumph advertisements. You still see one for Gizmo's Gears. Apparently he hasn't found high-level adventurers enough willing to take that on. The Sanguine Silence is struck through. There's still the Orion's Pride advertisement. Same with Merchants League. So some of these quests that have been put out by the organizations in the city, they seem to still be there and kind of are ongoing in nature. The rats, the big rats, the rats of unusual size, has been torn in half from Lady Xenia at the Ancathra estate. That's no longer available.
I don't believe they existed anyway.
You don't any longer see the advertisement for Tindarius in the Weaver's Presidium, though you did accept that quest previously. But you do see two new quests. which were not there previously. The first one you see is a advertisement from the from the Waterford Food Society. And they're looking for an escort to Wamford to try out to be judges at the pie eating contest there.
Wamford and not Waterford.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Waterford, it's the I got it all mixed up. Waterdeep Food Society for a quest at Wamford.
WAMFORD.
WOMFORD. There's also a very large wanted poster with two faces plastered on it. One is Lennis Flax, and the second is Thorig Branross. And the wanted poster is posted by the Blackwoods.
I'd very much like to check out this Orion's Pride to see what that's all about.
Morthos, you're over there with it?
I am. I agree. That could be interesting. Do you see this wanted poster? The Blackwoods.
I do, but
It is interesting.
I know. I think we should tell our friends about it, but maybe on the down
I
low.
agree.
Don't know who's watching,
That is a good point.
as we learned before.
I just yell from the bar, keep your friends close. You know the rest.
What else? Do we have any reason to go to Wamford?
I do not.
Where is
I don't even honestly know whether it is.
Wamford is a little town that is near Golden Fields, if I remember correctly. It's in the direction of that valley that's there.
And isn't that towards Amphel?
It's beyond Amphill, a little further north, on the way to Red Larch, which, is a town in that area.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
So would I know that, or do I have to?
you would know that
I would. Okay.
because this is on the way north to the high forest.
Right.
Yeah.
Well then.
Well,
I mean, we could keep that in our back pocket. I know we are
What do you
journeying
do?
north.
Is that what this town is? Is north?
It is north, yes.
Well, then maybe we can work it in on some of the other travels we have to take.
I guess we'll have to locate the food society here in.
We are pretty good at traveling with the caravan, aren't we not?
Yes, absolutely. I do expect we will take another contract with them.
I wouldn't see why not. It paid pretty well.
I believe they mentioned something to that extent before. Why don't we head on back to the table?
Sounds good.
Vincent or Mel, seen anything that you guys care to discuss, or anyone you want to talk to?
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Mylandra.
Mylandra. I lean over to Mylandra and say, what is your purpose here?
You can answer however you like.
I'm here to collect information about a possible uncertain future.
And what interests you about our group?
I don't know. I was listening in. You guys seem to move about quite a lot, so I figure I might join you and maybe find what I'm looking for.
As you're saying this, I need you all to roll perception.
17.
19.
15.
23.
Good ahead. So I get 3.
So everyone is taken in conversation. Melcene, as Mylandra has kind of come over and sat across from you, and you're having this conversation to her. You're the only one, and Eli, you're kind of here as well now. You're the only one who really has a view, even though it's kind of obscured by Mylandra's frame, of the actual hole down to Undermountain. And you see, kind of almost peripherally, movement around the edge of the hole.
Eli, did you see that?
Was my 19 high enough to say yes?
Nope.
No. Wow.
There. I could have sworn I saw something.
Where?
By the hole.
How many of those did you have?
Just the one.
You gonna finish yours?
No, you're welcome to it.
Takes it. So you saw something by the gaping maw?
Yeah, movement.
Should we go check it out?
As you're having this conversation, a hand reaches up
Oh, I see that.
and pulls itself out, and
Oh.
another, and 2 more,
Oh, boy.
and 2 more, and 2 more. And the first one pulls itself out, walks up to the guy who's kind of got his head down, drunk,
The drunk guy.
and sinks its teeth into its head.
Oh.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Zombies. So much for downtime.
Yeah, right.
So your initiative is this. So you beat
11.
11.
Take that. Thank you, shield.
Yeah, say holy item hoarder over there.
Don't worry. I've just been waiting to disperse them. We haven't really had a time to do so.
Okay. So, because you have the opportunity to, you are going to be Sola in this, because you both club. 20 to 25. Did you? And you had +2 to whatever you rolled.
22.
22 for Eli. Very good. 15 to 19.
19.
I had a 17.
Like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Vincent,
10.
10. And Rygar,
14.
14. All right. And
11.
11. Okay. Very good.
You don't have
So you see as 5 what look to be humans, or rather 4 that kind of look to be human. 1 looks to be like an orc, but their flesh is decrepit and rotting. They all walk with a slow intentionality as they've climbed up, pulled themselves out of the hole, and each one is affixed on the nearest living target that they are seeking to feast upon. So, Eli, what do you do?
I'm gonna apparate my sword into my right hand.
Okay.
I'm going to ignite right at dawn.
Okay, mark
And-
down your 1 damage.
Right. And I'm gonna move towards the closest one to me.
Okay, right there.
Is it on the edge, standing?
It's kind of come out over the edge. They're all near the edge, but not. They're not. They've all kind of stepped over. There's about a 3-foot little banister that goes all the way around
They're
the
over that.
portal, and they've stepped over that. They are on the floor of the yawning portal.
So I can't Spartan kick him into the hole.
You can certainly try.
Okay. Now, you can do that. No. I don't have enough strength to do it. I'm gonna charge at him, and I'm gonna be yelling, "Durnin!" And I'm gonna take an attack.
Okay, roll your attack.
10.
10.
Yep.
That hits.
Oh. Jeez.
These guys do not have a high armor class.
They have 400
Keep
health.
coming in.
Now, right. 11.
11 damage. Very good.
But is it considered?
It is undead.
So then, my class feature says it does.
Twice the radiant damage.
You hit an undead creature with your right of dawn, it suffers additional radiant damage equal to your wisdom modifier.
Okay, what's your wisdom modifier?
Plus 3, so it's
so
another 3.
So 14. Okay, very good.
Wow. Way to go, Eli.
Nice. So you are familiar with the undead. And you, having fought them in the past, know exactly how to skewer this zombie. And you chop its left arm straight off. And you carve down its side, and it's almost like a hot knife through butter as its body just erupts with a putrescent smell that is seared through by your blade. Looking quite hurt, but didn't feel it at all, just as continuing towards you. Melsine, you are up. Unless you care to move at all, Eli.
I'm going to position myself in front of our new friend. I'm assuming that was her next to me in the blue, right?
Yes, that is her next to you in the blue right there.
And
What a nice guy.
You're trying to protect me?
yeah, I have no idea what you're capable of yet, so I'm going to assume you're just
A
like a
weakling?
spy or something.
And she's just gonna hit you in the back with her axe instead.
Possibly. And I'm gonna say, Mel, get out of here,
Never let that happen.
with a shield out.
Okay, so you got your shield out, and Melsine is up.
If I move up towards the edge, would my thorn whip reach across?
Your thorn whip is 30 feet,
30 feet, I think.
and this is
Looks like it's.
So, like, if I'm up near Eli,
it's a 40-foot diameter. So you would not be able to reach this one.
that's the one I'm looking at.
If you got right up next to,
Yep.
you'd have to be right on the edge, like right on the edge yourself, and you would be able to just reach it.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay? So Melsine moves right up to the edge, peering down and peering across, and take your thorn whip attack on the zombie.
24.
Okay, that hits.
5.
5 damage, okay?
And I would like to pull him into the pit.
And so you pull him across, and
Just like Andy Dwyer.
he falls
Right.
down and just disappears into the darkness. And a couple seconds later, you hear
Yeah.
way down low. Okay, very good. Are you staying there?
Yes, because I do not want to get
Okay, Morthos, you are up.
So I'm going to turn around, and
Yep, you've heard this commotion going on.
as I turn around, I'm always going to see that hideous thing in front of me.
You turn and you see a zombie here and a zombie here.
And well,
One zombie currently eating the brains of a drunken dead
yeah,
man.
Morthos doesn't honestly
Poor guy.
care about the
He
drunkard.
didn't have much going on, obviously.
So he's going to go 10 feet forward. He's
Okay.
going to take out his short sword and cast Booming Blade.
Booming blade. Okay, so you move forward. It's really 5 feet. He's
5 feet? 6.
Oh, maybe.
So 13.
13 hits. Roll your damage.
That would be 9.
9. Very good.
And then I'm going to step back 5 feet.
So So you're using a bonus action disengage?
Disengage,
Okay.
and as I'm stepping back, I'm going to yell the word frost.
Okay. And so out comes... I took it out, didn't I? Out comes your method. As you let your blade go, and the method comes out.
You got to move them back 5 feet.
Yeah, I want to go back 5 feet.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So you move back 5 feet, and you let Frost out. What is roll initiative for him?
I did. It was an 8.
An 8.
Yep.
Okay.
I like the way that looks.
What?
Where enemies are.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking the same thing.
Rygar, you are up.
All right, I'd like to first. I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on the zombie in front of me.
Okay. So you cast Hunter's Mark on this zombie.
Yeah. And then I am going to move over to my friend Eli.
They'll leave me hanging.
No, I mean I'm a range guy.
This
Do I
is
ever?
30 feet right here. You have 35 feet of movement, so that's 20. Are you trying to? Where are you trying to get?
Right up to Eli, I'm going to touch him and cast protection from evil and good on the shoulder, guys. PG.
Okay.
I'll slap
And-
him right on
For an
the...
ass
Yeah, I was just saying,
And
right
so
on.
he's protected from. How does that work? The undead?
Undead,
From the
yep.
Undead?
Yep.
So any undead who attacks him has disadvantage.
Correct.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
pretty nifty.
That is your
That's a
action.
nice thing.
Really?
You
Can I
have.
do extra damage to him? I like this.
I assume you back up as well?
I am going to back up.
Okay,
Yep.
so that is your.
That is my turn.
Actually, you can't do both Hunter's Mark and Protection from Good and Evil in the same turn because they're both full casted spells. So you have to do.
Oh, okay.
You can only do one or the other.
I'm sorry.
Even though one's a bonus action and one's an action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to retract the Hunter's Mark if possible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
If you can.
No, his action is still to cast a spell.
No poop.
Ah! Why did I do that?
Okay, so you cast Protection, and you, sir, are protected from evil and good. Is from the undead. Is that a concentration spell? Is there a C on there?
There is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to cast that and Hex anyway. One would cancel the other out because they're both concentration.
But you
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sola. I'm sorry, not Sola. Mylandra, you're up.
Yes. So I'm still turned around, right?
Yep. You can certainly face what's going on.
Yeah.
You see Eli facing this guy. You have 30 feet of movement, so you can move 6 squares
Okay.
if you care to give yourself some distance or angles, however you want to do that.
Yeah. Can I move? So is the other guy the only guy left, right?
So there's
When-
one here, there's
front
one
of me.
here, there's one here, and there's one there. So there's 4 left.
Okay. Can I move to the left of Eli?
Yeah. So kind of like over here.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Can I throw my hand axe?
So this would be your attack right there.
You can throw your hand axe 20 feet.
Okay.
Or you
So your
have
hand axe is
agonizing
more
blast.
for your up close and personal attack. This is your
Okay.
ranged
That's your
attack
range
right
one.
here.
Right there.
Okay, so then can I try my agonizing blast?
Yes, you can cast your
Oh.
agonizing blast.
Um,
So you see her run out, and she kind of collects herself, and with one hand points out, and a forced ray of kind of purplish, goldish, bluish energy
Shift and roll an attack first.
erupts out of her hand. Roll your attack.
is this
D20.
this one?
Yep.
Yep. You're doing great.
You're going to
It's
do that.
cocked.
It's cocked.
Yeah,
Roll it again.
No, I don't like that one.
We like that better.
So you're going to take that and then that. Because that's your hit.
16.
16 hits. Roll your damage.
So it's a 1d10
Plus 4.
plus 4.
Nope, D10.
D10 is that weird shaped one, yep.
Plus 4.
4
9.
plus 5 is 9. And that you have the repelling blast invocation, which means it gets knocked 10 feet further from you. And so it gets knocked into the pit and is gone.
That is cool.
Don't respond to that text. Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't even look.
What did it do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're good.
Oh. For Vinny?
Yes. Yes, for Vinny. Yep.
What am I missing?
Nothing, man.
Nothing.
Keep playing the game.
Okay, alright.
Don't mind this.
Oh, Gestalt. Thank you, Gestalt. So I have inspiration,
Ah.
and Vincent has inspiration, and Melandra has inspiration.
Don, you're gonna have to do
Excellent.
some work here, bud.
All right, very good. So we now are up
Vincent.
to. Are you moving anymore? Or are you good?
I think I'll stay.
Okay, so Melandra, you kind of see Eli in his perhaps a little bit of chauvinism. I don't know. Steps
say
to try to
being a
protect
gentleman
the
that
helpless pretty lady.
She
Yeah.
comes out and
And
shoots lightning
you
bolts
kind
out.
of move to the side and unleash an eldritch blast, and you make short work of this zombie, sending it back into the blackened void. And it is now Vincent's turn.
There is a creature on the west side of the pit, like the left side of it.
Yes.
There is a creature here.
You're eating that
No, the
guy's
other
Ye-
side.
Yeah, there's
There's
a...
one there, and there's one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did that one move back 10 feet?
No, the one that you attacked is the one she hit.
That one's gone.
And so it just got blasted right out from in front of you.
Awesome.
She's like, you were trying to protect
I wanna
me,
turn
but
her-
watch.
All right. Okay.
Vincent?
So I'm gonna walk towards the one that's closer to the bar. I'm gonna move up 10 feet. That is me, right? On the bottom left.
Yep, you are here.
Okay, yeah, move up 10 feet.
Up 10 feet.
As I'm walking towards it, I pull out the diamond from one of my pouches.
Yep.
And I hold it between my fingers
Yep.
as I cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
It explodes into a little fireball, and I launch it at him.
Awesome. Make your attack.
And I will cast it at level 2. Let's see if that hits. 14 plus 6, that's a 20.
20 hits. Roll your damage. Eli inspiration.
Woo!
Do I have 2 now?
No.
You do.
Oh, I can't wait to kill.
That's
Kill
16
someone tonight.
damage.
16. Ow. That crushes him. Okay.
Tired.
So the gout of fire erupts all over his chest and basically just melts the flesh away.
Ooh.
It is absolutely disgusting as the smell of burnt flesh permeates the entire tap room of the yawning portal. And he's still moving, but badly wounded to your eyes as the flesh just kind of melted off of him and fallen in a stinking, burning heap on the floor. Frost is up.
One closest to you.
He's gonna fly 30 feet behind the zombie that's all the way to the right, eating
To the right?
the drunk guy. Yep.
Okay. Right, flying behind him.
Yep.
Okay, so he kind of flies up. I'm going to say for...
Can you fly over top of him?
Yeah, he can go over top of you.
So can he,
Six.
can he
Right
hang
there
out
would be
there?
30 feet.
All right. And he's going to use his claws.
Okay, roll the attack.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a 6.
6 does not hit.
Oh.
As it slashes at him, and it just does not seem to... It's almost seems repulsed by this rotting flesh that it needs to attack.
It's got standards.
He's just going to hang out there then.
As Frost acts, all of the people begin to scatter. And the guy with the book stands up and starts...
Does he take an opportunity attack?
He was here. I mean, you can attack him if you want. These people all start running away. They seem to be going for this back door here. So do they. This guy turns and runs up to the zombie and attacks.
Interesting.
Ooh.
You're hired.
This
Maxine, you got it.
half orc who you've seen before.
Morthos and
She
Rainbow.
was the one who you
Everybody
guys
does.
saved
nice.
from the beating by the Zentarum, and she starts screaming and running towards the zombie that's eating the brain. This bard over there, he kind of gives a little twang on his guitar, and he looks at Melandra and says, pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, kind I'd like to meet. And you have inspiration. And you have a D6 that you can add at some point to a roll, which is a normal dice. And
Give it
he
that
just
one.
kind of sits back and pulls a sword out, but is just kind of waiting. Bonnie kind of retreats to the side of Durnan, and Durnan just watches.
It's my boy, Big D.
He just, Bugger, you got this. And
Thanks, Big D.
these two people here also just kind of sit back and watch.
We can put on a show.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
the
we'll let us
zombies
That's true.
now move to
More
attack.
stupid.
So this one moves up
That's
to you,
good.
Morthos.
And he takes 8 damage.
And he does take 8
Yes,
damage.
he does.
So that's there. And then Nick makes his attack against you. And that is a, 19 on the die. That's a 22 to hit.
I think that hits.
Okay. So you take 5 bludgeoning damage. And the zombie turns, and that's a 17. That, does that hit her? Yagra. That does hit Yagra. And that's 2 damage to Yagra. And Melroon takes a attack against the zombie and misses. The zombie attacks him back, and that's 21 to hit Melroon. Wow, hit him. And that's 6
A
damage.
lot of metals in this part.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is 1, 2, 3 zombies and the attacks of the patrons. Eli, what was your? Mm-hmm.
You,
You're up.
you didn't ask me a question.
Yep. I didn't. I answered my own question in my mind.
Good.
Your initiative was.
I'm gonna go over.
You had a 23, you said, or 24? Initiative. It was high.
22.
22. Okay.
I'm gonna mosey on over to the one with his back to me,
Okay.
who attacked my other friend Mel.
Yep.
I'm gonna get into a flanking position, and I am going to try to remove his head from his body.
Yeah.
Baseball style swing
Roll your attack.
with advantage. How does inspiration work from Twitch?
So you can.
It's another
It's
D20?
basically another D20.
If I don't like one of these rolls, right?
Yes.
20 on natural.
Okay, that hits. Roll your damage. This is the one that Vincent hit before.
Correct. Ooh, that's going to be good. 11, 15 plus 3, 18.
18.
Yep.
Okay, and so as you slice through the back of this one, you bring your blade down and skewer it right down its spine, the bottom of it spilling out whatever remaining intestines and guts that it has, and the radiant damage sears its body. As it falls down in a heap, you know that your radiant damage has ended this and it is no longer a threat.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay, very good. That's Eli. And
Completely destroy them.
Yeah, like the pit one.
He could be climbing up.
That's true. They could
Oh.
reanimate. I don't know.
You do see he's putting more there.
Oh no.
as you cut this guy down, you see 4 more pairs of hands pull themselves up. These
I know
ones
could be the
are not rotting.
Oh.
These ones are wearing armor with swords and longbows strapped to their back. They have sunken ashen skin that's pulled tightly over their bony teeth. The cartilage from their noses seems to have dissolved. It's almost like they have no nose, kind of Voldemort style.
I was gonna say like Voldemort.
They have dark black eyes and white hair that is frayed and missing in spots. And these creatures look like they have intelligence in their eyes, though they have open wounds and they are themselves have the look of undead. But the one in the back that crawls up is looks the same, except he is covered in head to toe in a barky, almost skin-like covering, and has stylized green armor with a staff and a large skull at the top. His face looks the same, but he is he looks to have a little bit more bulk to him. And as he gets up, he kind of backs to the corner and surveys the situation, and then you hear him kind of yell out, "Dumas!" And he kind of is raising his hand up. And these guys all run forward as they make their way out and attack. And the first one takes a swing at the woman and cuts her down.
Yeah.
He then takes a swing at the man next to her and cuts him down.
Oh,
2 attacks.
What is happening?
Eli,
More of them came out.
man takes the creature behind you takes 2 attacks.
Disadvantage on them because of the spell Joe put on me.
Yes. So the first is a 7
No.
and a natural 20 and a 12.
The 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. And so it takes 2 swings at you and is frustrated by this radiant aura that kind of flashes in its eyes and distracts it from its ability to make contact with you. Rygar, the third one, takes 2 swings at you, and that's a natural 20 and a 10. And so it does 7 slashing damage to you.
Roll.
Concentration.
Roll concentration. You have to con save, beat a 10.
15.
Okay, so you maintain your concentration. That is the enemy's turn. Melcene, it's your turn.
I turn around and see this one behind me.
Yep,
And
right next to you.
Yeah, and I want to pull out my sword, scimitar, whatever, and go to stab it.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it the first time you stabbed something?
If I actually stab it.
Not yet.
It has not
Thinking
been
about it.
successful.
Oh no.
Natural
Can I
one?
use my inspiration?
Yeah, you have your inspiration. You can use it.
Stay away from it.
That'll do.
It's going from a 1 to a what?
19.
19 plus 4.
Roll your
So
damage.
23.
All right. Who was that? Don Queve who gave you that?
Yes.
There you go, Don Queve, turning a natural 1 into a big hit.
7, 8.
8 damage. Okay, very good. And that's your action. You still have a bonus action and movement if you care to use it.
I want to just back up off the edge. I'm still like right on the edge.
So
mean
you
jump
can
Yeah.
you can go there and you're
Yeah.
no opportunity attack. because you're
Exactly.
still within this. Okay, so you are still within 5 feet of the edge, but you're not right on the lip of the edge.
Perfect.
Okay, very good. Morthos, you are now up, sir, with the zombie directly in front of you and this more hardy, almost living but not quite living looking
So
creature
I'm
to your
gonna
left.
I'm gonna scoot to get within flanking of the new guy.
Okay,
without
so you
leaving.
kind of
Yep.
move yourself.
Keeping-
So there is a pole right here. So you can't. And you kind of go around the pole. You can't.
Still
go,
within 5 feet, right?
Yep,
So no
5,
opportunity.
10, 15. You can go there.
Yep.
So you can
And
do that.
we are going to cast. Let's do Booming Blade again.
Booming blade again. All right. Roll your attack.
And I think we'll use my inspiration that I have this time.
Okay.
Thank you, Don.
That would be a 25.
25 hits. Because you're using Booming Blade, this counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances.
That's what I'm hoping for.
So you are cleared because Frost, your actual magical weapon, is currently
Right.
engaged.
That's a lot of dice.
That one doesn't count unless he moves. That was a 7. 11, 12, 16.
16, that's with sneak attack?
That's with sneak attack.
And it's a dagger that you use?
Short sword.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you slash him through the armor that he's wearing into his back, and you see blood spurt out and begin to roll down his armor. And it's a weird. It's whereas fresh blood is kind of a vibrant red. This is already like a darkened, maroonish, greenish blood that kind of spills out of his back. He lets out and kind of looks at you and looks ahead and
How far did I move?
Smiles.
Was that 15 feet, or was that 20 feet?
that was 15 feet.
All right, then I'm going to move backwards 10 more feet.
Move backwards 10 more feet.
Yep.
This way.
Yep.
Okay. And as you move out of his threatened radius, he takes a swing at you.
I can't.
And that is an 18.
Oh, yeah, I can't disengage. Can't use my bonus action to disengage.
We didn't say that.
Oh, I just thought that was implied. That's all right. What was it?
Did you want to do that?
Well, yeah, I just kind of implied. Never mind.
Okay.
That's fine.
You
Yes,
have to
well-
yell everything.
Yell
I will-
everything. All right.
I
Uncanny
will-
dodge. Bonus action disengage. Just yell it.
I will allow you to do that.
All right. Thank you.
So you use your bonus action.
I will, and I
to
will say it every
disengage.
time from now on.
Well, when you're going to move out of someone's threatened radius, I need to know if you're
All right.
if you're going to take
If
the
you're going to be
opportunity.
stupid or you're going to play the character.
Yeah.
Sometimes people want to take the hit so they can use their bonus action elsewhere. Otherwise,
Yeah. Actually, I plan on doing that. Just I didn't want to do it with him.
okay. So you use disengage, and you move back 10 feet.
Yes, that's
So
where I
that-
want to stay.
So you're at 25 feet.
That's where I just want to stay there.
Okay. Very good. It is now Rygar's turn.
I'd like to disengage and make my way to the bar and over the bar.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too.
So 35 would put you on top of the bar, and you already used your action to disengage, so that is your turn. All right, very good. And Melandra, you are up.
Um,
Coyote Ugly
So,
over here.
where's the closest one to me?
The closest one to you is right behind Eli.
Oh, so, if I... Yeah, I don't... Is anybody hurt? Can I...
So Eli has been hurt. He's been hit. No, he hasn't been.
Correct.
This guy missed him. These people here have been cut down and are dead. This guy's dead as well. I think
No one else has gotten
I
hit.
can't
this
feel anything.
guy got hit,
I mean, I got hit, but
and Rygar got hit, but it's
Crazy.
nothing
But you're
nothing
actually
major.
like- Okay.
Deal some damage.
Eli's in front of me. If I move to the left, like 10 feet, do I still have,
So backing up this way.
no,
So the east, north, south, east, west.
did you say north?
North is up this way.
Yeah, so if I move north 10 feet, can I still
Yep.
see?
You still have a target on this guy here.
And Eli won't be in my way, right?
No, I'm not in your way now.
You're not?
No,
No.
Blue,
No.
Blue Cape
Oh,
is the
so-
bad guy. I'm the guy with
okay.
the yellow
Yeah,
ring
this is the
around.
bad guy here. Eli's right here. So you
Okay.
have clear attack on him.
I like the colored rings on.
Yeah, is that close enough for me to throw my axe that I don't have to?
So you can
hand to
keep
hand,
using
or-
you can use
this
your
all you want.
Eldritch Blast as
Okay.
often as you want.
Okay,
That's
Alright.
your main ranged attack.
okay, I'll do that.
Okay, roll your attack.
Right, that's fine.
Yep.
Yep.
Cocked, you gotta roll it again. We'll take that.
16?
Take that.
16. Is that
19
No,
plus
19.
6, it's 25.
25? Definitely hits. And
D10. You
roll
have
your
that-
damage.
That's the weird looking one.
This one?
Plus 4, I
Plus
think
4.
you have.
Yep.
I never rolled that one.
8, 12.
12.
Roll another natural 1 for the deck save to see if he doesn't fall into the hole. And
Bye-bye.
Hashtag he fell into the pit.
he is gone. Okay. And
That's true.
that one hadn't even been hit
I
yet.
did for the others.
Woo. All right, Melandra with 2 kills
Oh, okay.
by the pit.
Okay.
so we
roll
confirm.
it.
The pit's 100 feet down.
I got it.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're undead.
Yeah.
You see the smirk,
for
right?
purposes of this, I'm not going to have him climb all the way back up. Vincent,
So
you're
notice
up.
they're not dead.
When it's lunchtime now
Yes.
and they come back up.
There is a guy still in front of Eli.
There,
To the
so
north?
this guy engaged. He was helping. This
Okay.
guy here is.
No.
An enemy? This guy's an enemy. This zombie's still alive, and that zombie's still alive, and there's one right by Melcine.
All right, I will walk 10 feet closer to the pit.
You're walking what?
10 feet closer to the pit.
To the pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will fire chromatic orb at the guy, the caster, all the way across.
Yeah. Roll your attack.
So I will pull out the diamond again, but this time a little, like, almost like a thundercloud appears in front of me,
Okay.
and I release it, so it will be in the form of thunder.
All right. Thunder damage.
15 plus 6, so 21.
21. That hits. Roll your damage.
That will be
150.
14 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Good work.
He looks and sees you.
I'm trying to stop him from
Just laughed at you.
As Frost is. Are you taking any more movement?
I will move, yes, I will move the rest of my movement back towards the
The rest of your movement back towards where?
bar, towards Durnan.
Okay.
And if I could just be like, Durnan, you really need to cover this big pit. It's not good.
This is a hazard.
My God.
This might be what's impacting your
Why did he build the bar
customers.
around the pit? Is there like a master?
We don't know that
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Frost is up.
He's just going to try to claw at the guy in front of him again.
Okay.
That would be a 22.
All right, that is a hit. It's the first one on this zombie.
I think it's just,
Good job, Frost.
yeah, Frost doesn't do much. That's what it is. It's 3.
Hey,
Okay.
more than none.
Very good. So Frost
Oh,
claws at him.
Plus slashing plus 2. Or I have to roll another d4, sorry. Plus 1 cold damage.
Okay, so 18 down to 18. Okay.
Huh? What was that?
All right, very good. The rest of the people make their way out,
Cowards.
and this half-orc barbarian takes 2 swings at the zombie, and that is a 23 to hit and a 13 to hit. They both hit. And so that's 15 damage. And Jalister turns. No, I'm sorry, that's not Jalister.
No, that's Mel.
That's Smell. That's Smellroon. And he takes his slash with the sword. And that's a 23. That hits. Ooh, that's 9 damage. Nice. Okay. And the zombie turns and takes another swing at Yagra. It's 13. That does not hit. And this zombie turns, takes a swing at you, Morthos, and that is a 21 to hit.
It's, but you know what I'm doing.
I do know. So that is a 6 bludgeoning damage to you, and I
Alright.
need to roll a dex save,
Yes.
and that is a, I think they have a negative modifier. Hold on.
Sweet.
So I'd like to hear.
It's a 16.
Ooh.
That still passes. So that's 7, 9, so he takes half.
So 4 damage.
4.
Okay, very good. Flesh melts off of him as the fire erupts from below and from above as he is cooked on both sides by the retort of your flame. All right. Eli, you are
This
up.
guy's taking a lot of damage.
The white one next to Melcine, is that a bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That one right there is another one of the living undead.
I can't really get there.
Roll history, by the way.
With advantage?
Yes.
17.
You know that these guys are called whites.
Okay. I'm going to go after the white next to Mel then.
Okay.
I can
right
get
there.
to that one quicker. Nope. Wait, can I get to the one next to Melcine?
You said Mel, right?
I
The
meant
Mel-
I meant
the-
Melrune,
Melrune.
not Melcine or Melandra.
Yeah, you can get up to that one.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna go to that one.
Okay. Roll your attack.
21.
21. That hits. This is the one that Morthos hit.
9 plus 3, 12.
12 damage, very good. Okay. The white turns to you, since you just attacked it, and takes a swing with disadvantage, and that is a,
Shields out. Has been.
yep, that's a 14 to hit.
No.
Seeing that this radiant aura surrounds you, it now turns to Melcine and takes a swing. And that is a 17.
Hits.
Okay. And that's 10 slashing damage to you. Okay. This one back here circles around behind Jalister and takes, goes to push him and try to send him over. I need one of you to roll a athletics check for Jallister. Go ahead, Eli.
9.
9. Now roll a dex save.
2.
Oh my god, she's gonna go over the
I think
edge.
Melroon's dead.
No.
Melroon goes over.
I did not kill Melroon. He could have left.
Melroon goes over the edge. That wasn't Jallister, that was Melroon. So Melroon
One
War
less
Dragon.
Mel in this room.
Well, that's true.
Melroon War Dragon is no
He would have
more.
been a cool one to talk to.
Oh man.
He would have been, but guess what? Whenever we go down to the pit, we can loot his body.
All right. This guy
Bam.
steps
Sorry,
up
Mel.
and he takes out from his sling.
Is he a bad guy too?
Oh,
Yes.
He's a, yeah.
He takes out from his sling what looks to be a bent wooden club that has brambles all around it as he whispers a light incantation, and the brambles go up all around it. There are green runes on it that begin to glow. As he looks forward and throws it, it goes out end over end like a boomerang. In fact, that is exactly what it looks like.
That's awesome.
And first it goes to make a strike at Eli.
I blood curse, I listen.
This is your reaction. Okay, so he does it with disadvantage. He's already at disadvantage against you.
I'm amplifying it.
So for 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Got it. That's a 7 to hit. And as it swings past you, it then redirects to Melcene.
He should still have disadvantage here.
He does.
And this is on 1 attack roll, though.
Correct.
So he still has one more round.
It's 1 attack roll of this.
Okay.
17 and 18 on the dice.
Thought I'd help you,
So
but I
that's
didn't.
23 to hit. So that does 10 bludgeoning damage to you. As it comes back around and he catches it and throws it again, this time at Morthos
All
with
those
disadvantage. And that is a 13 to hit.
Does not.
Okay. And since there's no one within 5 feet, it comes back to him and he catches it again. And he just yells out once more, Fringashma! And you see emerge out of the darkness a shriveled, gray, what can only be described as a head, with tentacles kind of flopping off of it, with a giant eye in the center that is gouged out. It looks like the eye is completely missing. As hovering in the middle, you see an undead
Oh my god.
beholder
Beholder with no eye.
emerge.
So he's useless.
So yeah.
The stalks, while several of the stalks are seemingly broken, there look to be 4 of them that are still useful. Rygar, you roll a 14, and Morthos, you roll a 17.
17, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. And Melcene, you are now up.
I want to.
Vincent and Rygar, as this emerges, you hear Durnan behind you say, "Bugger." And you hear him rustling and reaching for something.
Finally.
We're gonna see this guy act.
Yeah, right.
He's packing up his stuff and leaving.
You're gonna pull out an 8-foot long sword.
That's just the handle.
I want to use my sword again and stab the white
Okay.
next to me.
Roll your attack.
That's 17.
17 hits. Roll your damage.
8.
8 damage. You slash through its armor, and the armor gets flayed in two, and you cut down its chest as the blood kind of pours out. It staggers backwards and catches itself on the banister and slowly rights itself, looking to attack you again.
And I want to use one of my balm of healing, whatever.
Yep. On your health. Yep. So the Summer's Court.
Yes.
Yep.
And I get 3 plus a temporary hit point.
Okay, so that's one use. You have 3 remaining.
Yeah.
Very good. Morthos, you are up.
Running 10 feet forward.
10 feet forward.
And we are going to cast Homing Blade again.
Okay, with advantage because you are flanking.
It'd be 18.
18 hits.
Yes.
So don't even roll your damage. As you stab him in the medulla oblongata, base of his skull, the resonating energy of your booming blade sinks in down your short sword and ignites, and his head explodes in a gory, like just a pumpkin, exploding out, covering Eli, Melcene, and yourself in the gore of the gore.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run backwards 15 feet, yelling to Melcene, I kind of feel a little hurt. And I am not going to use my disengage, though.
Okay. So there's an attack against you.
Yes.
That is a 16.
That meets my armor class.
Okay.
So I cast Hellish Rebuke.
And he maxes his damage. That is 9. No. Look there. That's 7 bludgeoning damage.
7. And
Yep.
I rolled 15 for Hellish Rebuke.
15 for Hellish Rebuke on the zombie.
Man, you doubled.
So,
He's got to make a dex save.
yeah,
Fail.
that's a 2.
He fails.
So
He
it's
takes,
a 0.
So he takes all of
So you rolled 15 damage.
15.
So I have to beat a 20 on my con save. And I rolled a 14. I did not beat it. He stays down.
Wait,
it. He's down.
with the hellish, he stabbed you and died?
Yes, that's right.
All right, and that is your another spell slot gone.
Yep.
Okay, and
Get rid of those enemies, right?
is that the last zombie? No, there's still one
There's
left.
still one more.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Engaged with Yagra. All right, the beholder now turns to you all and
Oh my.
sees and takes in what's going on.
But does he run?
He still has 4 stalks with smaller eyes in them.
Ah.
And you see one of the eyes. Let's see which one.
Like short range vision.
They all have
Here's
cataracts, though.
Yeah, and there's
I have to roll a d4 each time. So this is okay.
Ooh.
One of the eyes fixes on you, Melcene,
Of course it does. Jeez.
and I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Oh, 10.
And as a black ray with kind of a green a green spiral encircling it, it shoots out and meets you in the chest, and you take 8d8 necrotic damage.
Oh,
8?
What now?
Did you say 8d8?
Yes.
He's trying to kill me.
he might.
I think he just killed you.
It has to double 30? Is that what his insta-death is?
Yeah, double your health.
Oh, you're okay then.
And that's all.
I mean, unless
no,
he,
I mean, unless
if
he
he
rolls
rolls
really
all,
high.
if he rolls all 8s, you're dead. The odds of that are slim.
So you take 32 necrotic damage.
Cool.
How dead are
That would have killed me.
Roll
killed me.
it.
Are you down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Matt seems like he's okay with that.
It's a good thing that wasn't the disintegration ray. You would be insta-killed. It doesn't have to double it. If you go to 0, you turn to dust.
Oh my gosh.
Thanos snapped.
Yes. That's number 4 on the die. That was a 3. Okay. Well, that was fun. Rygar.
Did you make another
Alrighty
character?
then.
And
Target that
it
guy.
moved
I don't wanna. He's gonna look at me next.
Why is it coming this way?
because that's what people are.
There's people everywhere. Not cool.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh
He's only got 20 feet of movement, so he's slow.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but he can shoot you from
Goody.
anywhere in the room.
Yeah, listen.
no. All right.
He's kite headed.
Seeing that, I guess I'm going to attack that thing
Okay.
using my void damage as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Go for it.
Aim for his stalks. That is an 18.
In 18 hits.
Good to know.
Okay.
I'm nervous right now, actually.
I'm sorry, that's a D8. D6.
D8s, right?
Yeah.
Plus 1, 4.
Really wish we had a bard right now to help heal us.
17.
17 damage.
8 of it void. Wow.
That's nice.
Melcina's an
Since
inspiration
our only
for Death
healer is
Save.
now down.
Okay.
Did we already?
I will allow inspiration to be used for death saves.
Can I donate mine to her?
What
Okay,
if you die?
Okay.
and so you pull back, and your hand ignites the arrow with the void damage, and it pelts the side of the beholder, and it, in a flash, kind of like, you know, the things can get flash frozen. This just gets flash evaporated out of it,
What?
and all of a sudden, half like the whole side of its face, like its cheek, just is gone.
Nice.
I'm gonna step off the bar just behind it, getting some cover.
Yep. As you step off the bar, you see that Durnan has gone and picked up the largest sword you've ever seen.
That's my boy.
I look
Big E.
over, I say, about time.
He looks at you and he says, "Pussy."
As you're
Show me what you got, Big D.
All right.
Not what you wanted to say. It's like 4 different things came across your mind. I saw it all over your face.
It's like, how far?
It
can I
was
go?
there.
How far can I go?
It
Okay.
was there.
Rygar.
Melandra.
Oh.
Do I know anything about these?
Roll a history check.
Mm, 10?
10.
Yeah.
You've heard of you know that there are lots of crazy monstrous creatures. You've never seen or heard anything like this. But what it did to the nice, pretty green lady does not make you comfortable at all.
Okay, so
Bluish green lady. More blue than green. It's hard to tell. Some days it's green.
It
some
depends
days
on
it's
the
blue.
weather.
That's right.
How's
But her
the
hair
sun
is no
hitting her?
longer flowing behind her as it was once.
Oh.
It is still on the ground.
I don't like that.
As her stomach is kind of
They're laying on the
boiling
by the
over.
edge.
am I in its direct, like,
There are 4 eye stalks kind of floating above, and they're looking in all different directions,
okay.
trying to figure out who they're going to attack next.
Yeah, and I'm still out on the open. Can I find some cover?
The best cover is behind you, behind the bar.
Do it.
If you care to get there and duck down and kind of pop up and shoot.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so you turn and you kind of duck around, and you have a view of the room, which your Eldritch Blast can cover the entire room. You have a 120-foot range,
Okay.
and so you can take your attack and then duck down below.
Okay.
It's agonizing blast.
Yes, it is Agonizing Blast because she has that invocation as well. She has the Agonizing Blast and Repelling Blast invocations.
Cool.
Would defeating the green guy do anything about the rest of the?
You don't know?
All right, I try my Agonizing Blast on.
So you shoot across the room to the guy in the back.
Sure.
Okay, roll your attack.
That's one, right?
Yep.
19.
6.
I'm trying to do the math in my head. 25. Yeah, 25.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll
I
your
hope so.
damage.
If it doesn't, we're all in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Is it the
Yep.
weird one or the four?
Nope, weird one. +4.
6.
6 plus 4?
No.
No, 4
2
plus
plus
2.
4. 6. Got it. Okay. He gets smashed in his chest and thrown off of his feet, moving 10 feet backwards. And
cool.
looks at you, and then you kind of duck down. Mustache! And he
Oh, boy.
points, and
Oh.
another stock goes up, and with a legendary action,
Oh.
unleashes
Oh my
on
gosh.
Bonnie, because that's the closest
Good.
one towards you.
Good.
not
No, that's okay. We can always find more help.
Poor Bonnie.
And that's a 1, which is the.
Like they roll.
She rolls. Someone roll a d20, please.
I'm not. Yes.
Oh, that'll do.
18.
Okay, as a bluish silver ray goes forth and smashes into her body, you see her stiffen for a second, and then she fights through it and kind of ducks down below the bar, resisting the paralysis ray.
The barmaid is tougher than Melroon.
Okay, and so that was his legendary action when he got hit, and it is now Vincent's turn.
Long Benny.
I will aim at one of the eyes on the beholder,
Okay.
and I will use chromatic orb with fire damage. I'm just going to use my portent, which is 12 plus 6,
That
18.
hits. Roll your damage. So that's one of your portents for the day.
So it'll be 48. That's 8,
Nice.
9, 10, 11. What's that?
That was a 4.
15 plus 1, 16.
16 damage.
He rolled
Okay.
16.
And so
Three fours
the
and three.
the chromatic orb hits the same spot in the cheek that had already been voided away by Rygar, and more of the flesh just melts off the face and falls down into the yawning portal as it. You know how when you cook a burger and the grease just kind of melts off of it?
You?
That is what we got going on here with the side of this thing's face. It's just melting off.
And I'd like to rotate like counterclockwise towards those tables that are like diagonally to the right. Yeah.
Yep.
Down towards there.
Okay. Very good. And so you see the two now. You get a good look at these two, and you can see one is holding a pendant on her necklace, and her hand is glowing yellow as she's looking intently at Melsine. And this guy here has a sword that he's ready to pull and seemingly go into battle. All right.
It's in Frost.
Frost is up.
Sure. Why not? Same thing as before.
Attacking the zombie?
Although we're just gonna move 5 feet diagonal, so we are flanking with the is that the orc?
Well, you can't.
Can't flank?
You told it to attack. It's not intelligent. It just goes and does. You
Tell it
can.
to move though, right? It's got 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, I suppose if we want to say that you're controlling it, go ahead, that's fine. So
I'll say you're the DM.
You can move diagonally, and there you go.
That was a gracious ruling, kind sir. Yeah.
With
The
advantage.
19.
19 hits, roll your damage.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Look at that. 2 4s.
You did what you
2
wanted.
4s.
And
Okay.
so one obviously
So
one
he
of them is
goes-
cold damage.
He goes down at the slashing.
Finally.
So is then that the last of the other enemies?
Yes.
And then immediately stands back up.
Son of a gun!
Stop it.
Reset.
Turns to you and takes a slam against you.
Yep.
And that is a 15.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And that is, max damage, 7 damage to
All
you.
right.
As Yagra smashes him in the back 2 times, not even caring how to crit, and pumpkins his head as well.
Yes.
And he goes down.
Again.
And then she turns and sees the white there and moves to engage.
And a girl.
Um,
Yeah, you're all the way there.
Similarly, Obaya runs up
Oh.
and puts her hand on you and heals you.
Oh.
As that's Jalister. He runs forward and he is kind of making himself a target, trying to get the attention of the beholder. And the bard in the back says, looks at Jalister and says to him, you get knocked down, but you get up again. There's nothing gonna keep you down, Jalister. Go for it. And he is, he kind of gives a wave, and Durnan hops over,
Yes.
and you see this 5-foot-long great sword that he's carrying
Bigger than him.
with 2 hands, and he kind of whispers a word, and as he does, it ignites into flame.
Uh-huh.
And he picks it up, and he just
Burns
starts
the place.
sprinting. He starts
It is
sprinting
all
towards
wood.
the white over here.
We have to kill Durnan now.
Good thing.
And
Yes!
the battle's over.
Good thing Sola's not here. She'd want that sword.
Yeah, I know. She'd kill him to get it.
She'd like throw her sword down the pit.
And he takes 4 swings at the white.
I don't think we could have killed him for the sword. I think he would have killed us all.
Actually, the white dodges the first 3. But the 4th time,
Cuts him in half.
Benjamin fell down, then sank into the swamp. The 4th time he hits him, and he does his damage from Grimvault.
Is that the name of the sword?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, it's pretty epic when the sword has a name.
Yeah. The sword has a name.
What do you call your sword?
It has a
Okay,
name.
so he does
Is it like Stumpy or
14
something?
damage.
Aw.
Isn't it broken?
Yeah. It still has a name.
And Stumpy was his little character.
That's not,
Oh.
that's not
Okay.
his name, though.
And that zombie is now dead.
Yes.
Okay.
How much did I get healed?
Oh, good.
Okay, you got healed.
All of the points.
All of them.
5 points of health.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 6 points of health.
Oh, I'll take it.
Great.
Eli, you're up.
I am going to position myself east.
East.
I'm going to get in firing range of the guy controlling the beholder.
Okay.
Am I already in that?
What do you mean firing range? Oh, Yagra is.
But if I move east,
If you move this way, then you would have a shot. Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Okay. So from right here, you would. There's a pillar right here, and a pillar right here.
Oh,
So you're kind of threading it. It would be half cover.
retcon that. I'm going to fire at the beholder.
Okay. Go for your shot on the beholder.
16.
16. That just hits.
Seven.
7 damage.
Also aiming for that greasy eye.
So your bolt sinks into its flesh with a and it just disappears. You don't even see where it's gone.
You.
As the white takes 2 swings at Dernan, and
I thought he killed that white, you said.
no, he doesn't. The first one slashes across Dernan's chest
Uh-oh.
and cuts his vest and in half, and in a very Frodoian moment you see a chain shirt underneath,
Yes.
and he looks down and says, "Bugger!" Clearly angry that his favorite vest was hurt. And the second comes lower to his legs and slashes across his thighs and does hit him. And so he takes 8 damage. Right. And the other white,
Where's the other white?
Green.
That one?
here, the
Okay.
green white,
The green white.
yells out, "Fastish!" And one of the eye stalks turns and takes a shot at Yagra.
Oh, no.
And that's the enervation ray, number 3. Someone roll a con save for her, please.
You got it?
That's no good.
How about a 4?
So
Oh,
8d8 damage on Yagra,
I think I killed it.
Evaporated.
which
Yeah.
is not halved by her rage.
Is Yagra important? Who's Yagra?
She's not important.
She's on that character.
She's
sheet we were
Yeah.
in.
she's one of those NPCs that
Yeah.
have a name and a background.
That sheet's all the way over there.
She's
I
a
like that.
mercenary.
That's 41 damage to Yagra,
Oh my god.
and Yagra goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. He steps up. And gets behind this pillar, kind of pushes aside the dead body, and throws the boomerang at Obaya, who just healed Melcene. And that's a 17 on the die, that hits. And
That thing.
that
You
does
just hurt yourself.
4 damage.
I mean,
No,
do
it didn't roll high.
That's true.
As it comes back to him, he throws it again. That is a 7, does not hit. And throws a 3rd time. That is a 23, that hits.
Sure you don't want to throw it a 4th time.
He's only got multi 3.
Legendary
Oh,
action.
only.
I get 7 more.
It's true. Okay, so Obaya gets smashed by the club. Oh, actually, he missed one.
Yeah.
So he gets another attack on Morthos.
Oh,
that's
my
good.
gosh. So if he misses, he gets to do.
If there's someone within 5 feet, he can take an attack. That is the Druidic Throwing Club, who, by the way,
The what now?
is courtesy of Griffin's Saddlebag. Another wonderful item. Check him out on Instagram. Does great work. Griffin's Saddlebag. And so as the green thorny clubberang misses, it goes towards you for 15.
Does not hit.
And you see it and duck out of the
Thank
way
goodness.
It's
as
in
it
the back of
sails
the
over
head.
your head and he catches it. That was his second throw. Okay, and he's kind of there behind the pillar. He's
I'm right behind you.
Okay,
Darn.
Melcene, you are up.
Okay. I want to cast my healing spirit over Morthos.
Okay. So you stand up, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
That's half of your movement.
Nice.
6.
6, okay? So anyone who starts their turn or moves through that space, so long as it is unoccupied, can receive that healing this round. That was your action?
I forget what we say about my medicine checks. Is that a bonus action or an action? Or-
Medicine check would be that's kind of allowing it the first time as a free action on
Okay.
your turn.
All right.
Because you have expertise in that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a skill feat you have.
So I want to. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. I want to move over closer to Yagra, if I can.
Okay, so you have 15 feet left. So you can get to there.
All right, and I want to use another one of my Balm of Summer Court dice for Yagra, because she's down, right?
Yes.
Can I do that?
I'm trying to figure out if you roll perception to see if you can
Okay,
see her.
got it.
Because she's down behind the banister and the.
21.
You barely see her.
Okay, all right. In that case, I want to use my dice.
Yes.
Oh. 1 plus a temporary hit point, so that's 2.
She's up.
So Yagra has 2. So she is back. Okay. That was Melcine. Morthos.
Said it's 6, right? So for the ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I needed that.
Okay, so you get 6 health.
Let's see. All that's left is the green guy and the head.
There's
And the
another
white.
white over there,
Is
but
there?
Durnan will
Durnan
get
has
him.
it.
Durnal will get the white.
With his corpse.
Oh, he's behind a column too, isn't he?
He is.
Nice.
So, from my perspective, that's probably
From where you are,
Yeah.
that's 3/4
three-quarter covered. All right. So I'm just going to move behind the table in the column that's behind me.
That one right there?
Yep.
Okay.
And I will pull or use my crossbow and shoot it at the head.
Go for it.
Still have an inspiration because it would be it.
It's not good anyway.
Do you have inspiration?
No, I already used it. It's a 9.
I still have 2.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You should save those.
Yeah, because they don't carry over except for you into next game. So,
Yeah.
because this one happened so early, you wouldn't let it carry over for yourself.
Gotcha.
And then
I think the beholder's up, right?
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
look, he got so
And
excited.
he targets
Eli.
Eli.
The guy who made himself a target?
Nope.
Disadvantage.
Not when you have to roll.
Why?
Because I'm not making an attack roll. You have to roll.
my turn over?
Yeah. Well,
I was just gonna hide, but that's all right.
Okay, roll your
All right.
hide.
Thanks.
No,
Just
he's
in
so
case.
happy.
3 does not do it.
How about a 1?
You trip over the chairs
Stumble, stumble, stumble.
and fall prone.
And fall
I hope
prone?
they didn't
Nice.
see me.
I like it. That actually helps. I'm prone.
You're prone. So it would be disadvantaged range attacks against you.
I think he's crawling under
What am
the
I
table.
rolling?
I know.
So you are rolling a wisdom save.
Do you like that? +5? Because I have an inspiration. 21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay, and so a sickly yellow beam shoots out at you and catches you in the shoulder, and you immediately are overwhelmed with fear. But you focus yourself and speak to your mind that this is an undead monstrosity that we will end. I have nothing to fear.
I also can't be scared by undead.
Nice.
and you
Definitely
not.
are definitely,
Definitely not scared.
not scared. Okay, as he floats towards you.
How high? Oh, yeah.
He's about 10 feet above the.
But he's in the pit.
But he's in over the pit. Yeah.
Smart. It's good DM play.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna throw honey at you now.
and Rygar, you are now up.
Gonna attack the big guy.
Yeah, roll your
He's
attack.
in the void. That is a 16.
16 meets it.
All
That's a
right.
heck of a
You guys
plus.
haven't missed against him yet.
Your to
Wait,
hit is
no.
absurd.
I have missed against.
Did you?
That is 16.
16.
For mid void.
Schnikes. Okay, so again, this time the opposite cheek gets flashed, voided away as its mouth is just kind of hanging open with the sinews of its
Ew.
cheeks now gone, with its just deadened, empty eye hole.
Go for that.
All right, and you duck back down.
Sure do.
Melandra, you are up.
Is anyone still hurt? Can I demonstrate my healing?
So you can certainly heal Morthos, who looks like he just took a bad spill.
He's under the table, right?
He's over here, yeah. You'd have to come out of hiding from where you are. Durnan looks like he's still raring to go. Yeah,
Where's the other white?
there's one back here, and there's
Oh.
one right there.
Oh.
And then the beholder.
Is anybody obstructing my vision for the one like?
The
This
green
one here?
Yeah.
You have an angle on him from where you are. Jernan's not so big as to obstruct you from hitting him.
Sure. I'll try my agonizing blast on him.
Okay, roll your attack.
9.
9. This time it's. Did you add your modifier?
No, my
Okay,
6, yeah.
sails over his head and it dissipates harmlessly in the wall. So you can duck back down. You have anything else in your turn? You're good.
Can I do a healing?
You can.
No.
I mean, you're not really. So you have healing hand. You can touch someone,
Okay. Yeah.
and you have healing radiance, which is also a. No, that one I think
Healing.
you have to see.
Healing light.
Healing light. Yeah, that one you have to see. That's on a different sheet. All right, Vincent, you're up.
I will move 15 feet northwards, up. I will cast, and using my last portent, chromatic orb on the green white,
Okay.
and that'll be a 17.
Okay. He has 3/4 cover.
He does?
There's a he's hiding behind a pillar.
Oh, dang, I didn't see that pillar there.
I did announce that before.
Right, yeah. I just didn't see the pillar, or
Okay.
where it was. Then I'll keep moving up.
Okay.
The rest of my movement.
Okay. That's your full movement. He's still behind the pillar.
Okay.
It will be half cover now, not 3/4.
Then I'm just gonna shoot it at the beholder. Same thing. I'll use my last portent and get.
So 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits. Roll your damage. Fire again.
Yes.
Okay.
That's 8. What's that last one? 5.
Is that 8?
13, 14.
14 damage. Okay. Very good. More. This time his chin just melts away, and it just exposes bone.
Is the
You
most
see
dangerous
white
part.
bone as the flesh is melting off. There's just beholder's skull that is now being exposed. And Frost is up.
Pretty sure Michonne did that in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frost is.
Cut off the jaws.
Since it looks like there's more than 5
Cut
feet
off the jaws.
between
Yeah, cut off the jaws, had them on chains.
him and the other guy,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
He's going to just fly 30 feet backwards as
Yeah.
far as he can.
So
Okay.
she kind of like blended in with them.
Mhm.
Protection. Because they
So you're kind of above the fireplace.
Yep.
She was among
Just
the
perched
dead,
out.
so
Yep.
she
Good.
didn't
Okay.
pay attention.
And Durnan takes 4 swings.
Wow.
And that's an 18 on the die, 17 on the die, 7 on the die. So all 3 of those hit. And I'm not even gonna roll the dice. That white is dead.
What is his to hit? If that's 7
Durnan is
Yeah.
a +8.
Bad.
Holy cow.
As he just and kind of picks it up and flips it around and puts it on his shoulder. Looks at the beholder. Oh, yeah. And starts moving around towards this guy. Okay. Obaya looks
Yagura's alive.
and calls down a sacred flame, and he passes. As she backs up, trying to get some cover because she's taking some hits.
Did she back up through the healing thing?
Yes,
She did now.
She did. She sees that and looks over at you and kind of gives you a wink. And knowing that you put it there, so she got 6. Very good. Yagra stands up and rages and runs forward again.
Oh man, she is a barbarian.
And takes 2 swings. Crit!
Yeah.
That a
So
girl?
glad I healed her.
And
Punched you in the face, Joe.
okay, so that's 10 damage to him. Where is it? And
No legendary actions.
it is now.
It's my turn.
Jouster's there,
Oh.
still poised,
Oh.
ready to go. Can't really do anything. And the bard just there kind of strumming. And he looks over, he sees he's already inspired you. And he is Durnan in his range? Yeah. He looks at Durnan and goes, Big D, Big D, Big D, give him the D! And
Sword doesn't start with D.
give him the G! Alright, Eli, you're up.
I'm gonna start making my way towards the green-white and stow my
Oh,
cross.
I forgot. Yagra hit him.
Yeah.
So he, eye stalk looks at. Let's see. Vincent, roll any die.
Any of them?
Any of them. Even
What?
it's one person, odds it's another person.
Oh.
Oh, well, let's go higher.
Even
Eight.
it's you.
18.
Even.
He looks at you.
I stop.
They can only see movement.
Roll a Constitution save.
Like a T-Rex.
Come on.
You ready?
Yep.
17.
As the paralysis ray shoots out and goes to cinch up your body, you shrug it off and continue on.
Shake it off.
I'm staring it
Shake
down
it
like I
off.
did the basilisk. I'm just like,
All right, very good. It is now Melcine's turn.
Who's got that?
No, it's not. Eli, that was your
I
full turn.
moved, I stowed my bow, put my shield back out.
Okay, so now it's the enemy's turn.
Oh boy.
This guy takes the club and takes 2 swings at Yagra.
Please miss.
She goes down.
Ah.
she'll bounce back.
Turns to Melcine and throws one at you. That is a. Where is it? So many sheets.
-1.
17 to hit. Okay, and that is 8 bludgeoning damage to you.
I'm down.
Okay, healing disappears.
Gone.
She goes down. Okay.
This is like Stompgate all over again.
And
Going
the,
Stompgate.
Oh yeah.
the other white's dead, so it's just these two guys. Melcene, I need a death save from you. You can use your inspiration because you haven't used it yet, right?
Can I roll one first?
Yep. You don't. Yep.
We're gonna roll the inspiration. That'll do.
Did you? Who turned a 1 into a?
I did.
She did.
Yeah.
So you already used it then.
No, that was for. I had an earlier inspiration.
You
and
got
then-
2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Quebe.
Don gave out. Yeah.
Generous tonight. Generous. So you have a just success.
Yes.
Thank you, Don Quebe, for the success. That was all of his attacks. It is now Morthos's turn.
Well, I guess I'll stand back up again.
Okay, you stand up. It's half your
From
movement.
under the table.
Clumsy fool.
I just think you're like the biggest coward.
As long as
Right on
nobody's
us.
jumping
Yeah.
over you this time.
And
No honor.
well, I guess we'll just use our. I got nothing but the crossbow to use.
Okay. This does not get sneak attack.
Nope. That would be 21.
Hits. Roll your damage.
And a boy.
Yeah, a whopping 5.
Okay.
And then
It gets right in the eye socket, and it just pops out the back of the head and
Nice.
kind of dies in midair and just tumbles down into the floor.
I'm going to hide again,
Okay, roll your.
and I'm going to yell the words "freeze" as I do as well.
Okay, and so freeze
Oh, yeah.
turns
That's,
into a dagger and
I'll
just
keep
is
going.
resting on the mantle.
Yeah, you're never going to see me. That's a 27. How does that work?
So technically, you used your bonus action to yell freeze. So that's a bonus action.
Well, then I'm not going to yell freeze then, because I did the hide first.
Okay, so then freeze is still.
All right,
active.
that's fine. Doesn't say that in here, but
It
we'll
is
take that.
It's a bonus
All
action.
right.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
27.
It does have 4
Does that
eyes.
beat a 3?
100.
He is
In
focused.
golf.
He's looking in your direction at the commotion, and all he sees is Obaya.
Good.
And
Poor
We need
Obaya.
her.
That doesn't work.
Oh no.
it's number 4.
Oh no.
I just saw one
Someone
of the.
roll a.
You rolled well last time.
Someone roll a Dex save.
Can we use my dex?
That's
a crit.
That's a crit.
Crit.
20! Mwah.
And so the 10d8 disintegration ray.
Wow.
What? Did I ruin it? Oh, okay.
She sees this purplish blue ray, not unlike the color of your agonizing blast, shoot out from the eye, and it's like a laser streak up the floor, and there's a line in the floor that, as Obaya sees it coming in her heavy armor, should have made you do this with disadvantage, but didn't. She jumps out of the way and avoids the ray,
Oh.
and it is now Rygar's turn.
And that was still a cool effect.
Yeah.
All right,
Well
so
described.
I'm gonna attack the boss.
Yeah.
16.
Hits. Dang it every time. That's 4 times you guys have rolled 16s, which is very good for you because you're whittling this guy down.
10.
10?
5 void.
Okay. He doesn't have resistances, so you don't have to differentiate.
Sorry.
This time, part of the skull disintegrates as the head is
Structural integrity.
barely holding together as its flesh is half melted. The stalks are barely holding itself alight, and you are now up, Melandra.
Alright, I want to move from hiding.
Yep. To where?
To the north.
Okay. Like here? Here?
Up, yeah, like up front.
and out the door.
Here, like there.
I just
Yeah.
let you guys.
Okay.
You're already
So
good.
that's your
to
full
go.
movement.
And then I'll attack the boss.
Yeah, roll your
Yeah.
attack.
Yep. That'll
16 plus.
6.
Roll your damage.
Nope. D10.
Yep.
There you go. Plus 4.
Nice.
9.
9 damage.
No, 9 plus 4.
13.
13.
13 damage.
Yep.
All right.
She's like, fight fire with fire. Here's my purple ray.
That's right. Melandra, you hear a voice in your mind that says, "Finish him."
Oh.
So, how would you like to end this beholder's undead life?
In the worst possible way.
And so you take your careful aim, and you hear a voice that's familiar to you, and you unleash your blast, and it hits right in its broken, gaping mouth. And as it does, the force of the blow blows out the back of its head, and the 4 stalks just go down, and the head just disappears into the
It's a
blackness
big pumpkin that's gonna hit
as
the
it
ground.
falls
Smush.
to the bottom of the portal. Well done, Melandra. Vincent,
Huh?
you are up.
All right. I'm going to run north towards that pillar that's over there. North and to the northeast.
Northeast to this one.
Yes.
Okay.
I will hide behind my pillar.
Pillar off.
Yes.
Yeah, right here. Okay.
Whichever gets me a better shot.
There you go.
I will shoot chromatic orb at him.
Okay.
Fire based. 18 plus 6. 24.
That hits. Roll your damage.
If I do 4 It's a 4. That's an 8. 13, 14.
Yeah.
14 damage.
14 damage. Nice. As the firebolt, the chromatic orb erupts into his chest, burning and singeing his greenish garb away, you see that he still has some leather armor on, but it's failing, and his skin is burned and bubbling from the burns.
That's right.
And he is. It's hard to tell with an undead creature, but looks pretty banged up. Frost is Frost.
He's not
See there?
moving. Yep.
All right, Eli, you are up.
I'm gonna go attack him.
Okay.
Finish him.
Roll your attack.
18.
18 hits. Roll your damage.
You've been hitting pretty good.
7, 12, 16 plus 3, 19.
That's good.
That was a good roll. I almost maxed both.
So Eli, in your mind, you hear,
Finish him. Do I?
Mhm.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I am going to. So the other guy, I went from top to bottom down the spine, up and in and up.
All right.
Yeah.
And so you stab into the belly button because he sees you coming and goes to face you to hit you with the club, and you beat him to the punch. And you just look in his eyes as you rip it up his chest and through out his throat as he just, his eyes go dim and falls to the ground, dead. Yagra is there, makes a death save. She's bleeding out, doesn't look good.
Can I stabilize her?
Yes, you kind of take the residual blood from when you lit your blade,
Yeah.
and you put it on her, and her eyes don't open, but you can see the blood is not pouring out of her as the wound begins to coagulate.
And then can I run back to Malcine Assuming we're out of combat now.
You're out of combat now. Melsine, I need you to roll a death save.
21.
That is a fail.
Natural one?
No.
Oh,
No.
1. Okay, it's a fail. Okay. And you approach as Obaya is approaching,
Oh.
and Obaya sees you approaching, and
Did I see her heal before? She was like right next to me when she
yeah,
did
you
it.
did.
Then
So you see her grab her necklace, and she puts her hand out, and she heals you again for 11.
Oh.
nice.
Roll a 7. Never got to use my inspiration.
Oh, you poor thing.
Too bad. Can I go check the green guy? Can I go loot him?
Yeah. Get that club for
Club?
her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll investigation.
Yes, that's 23.
So you find
It's boomerang.
in his hand,
Yeah.
Look at the writing on that.
he also has on him a pouch of gold.
Ooh, no Morthos likes gold.
Yes, with 127 gold in it.
27 gold. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. And there's a note inside that pouch that says, "Take Dernan's head."
Interesting. Take Dernan's head. I'm gonna go take this note, and I'm actually going to walk over to Dernan. Why not? I like Big D.
Okay?
I like,
Yeah, you do.
hey, Big D.
He kind of puts the blade out, and he's walking back. As you're walking towards him, he's walking back towards you.
They were definitely correct. You have a very big sword.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
I found this note on the dead guy over there. It says to take your head. I do not want to take your head, but I believe that was what he was trying to do.
Bugger.
Why do you think that they would want your head?
That one over there. He points in the direction of this, of
The green light.
of the green one. And Obaya has moved and kind of got Yagra up now as well. And for the sake of this, actually. Push it back to the main screen. He just says, that one over there. I'll remember him. Went down the hole. Never came back.
Interesting.
Now he's back. Now he's dead.
Yeah, that he is.
Those others, I think they went down too. Never saw a beholder up here before. A little easier when they're undead, let me tell you. Anyway,
I'm gonna take out 40 gold and give it to Big D, and tell Big D, I found this on the guy on the floor. Looks like you could use it to clean the place up. Kind of
looks at
trashed.
it. Takes it. Puts it in his pocket.
Yeah, clean it up.
Says, Bonnie, get to work.
Oh, poor Bonnie.
Yeah, she knows what she signed up for.
That's true.
We'll get right on it, Big D.
Ah, okay. I understand their relationship now. So what just happened? Does that happen a lot, Dernan?
Oh, sometimes. Usually the adventurers take care of it. That was a little more than usual, though.
How often does that happen?
Yeah, enough to keep things lively around here.
Maybe you should like build a fence or something around it.
It's part of the attraction, boy.
It's not a knife. All right.
That a
It's a
knife?
spoon.
Yeah,
This is a knife.
That's what you should have said when he pulled it out. Whipped it out. So, happens enough. You're not that surprised. This was a little bit stronger than normal, though.
I mean, if you like to go down and check it out, it's fine going back down there. At least hasn't pulled me back. So, but I'm not telling you to go. You probably all die.
Yeah, I have
I
no
agree.
inclination to go down there yet.
No,
No.
not this time.
Nope.
Not without everyone.
Thanks for the offer, though.
Hey.
Well, I'm glad we were here and could help.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Medicine.
Yes.
I found this on the dead guy. I think out of everyone I know, this might most help you.
Well, thank you.
Hey, pretty dark lady. Thank you. Put that thing down. Well done.
You're welcome.
It's like you've been here and done that before. You part of this lot?
Well, of course she is.
She is now.
Alright, well, she's alright with me.
Good.
And he turns around and goes back to cleaning the bar.
You did very well.
Yeah.
You were a great help to us.
I think you have won yourself some information.
Alright.
I'll let you ask 2 questions.
2 questions.
This is from the all-knowing Eli.
Yeah.
What should I ask?
What do you want to know?
You said you were after information. What information are you looking for?
And you were eavesdropping before, so there's got to be something you want to know.
I mean, I really can't ask specifics because
You can ask whatever you'd like to ask. You can ask generally, a generality.
are you guys heading in a specific direction to meet anybody?
I don't know about anyone else, but I want to go back to the house for a while.
I want to go home.
Yeah. I think we just came back from being on the road, and we're going to regroup in Waterdeep for a little bit, and then
Eventually, we had to head back north. Correct.
we're probably going to go north. We're most likely towards Amfell, maybe. But we have no
You came through Amphil.
Yeah.
timing on that yet.
Mylandra, if you don't mind, seems like you're pretty handy with magic. So if you'd like to join us, we do have a house in town.
It's the best one in town.
I would like
It
to
is at that.
discuss some things with you relating to the arcane arts.
Alright. Yeah, thanks. I think I'll tag along for now.
All right.
So that was question 1. You have another question.
Choose wisely.
Very wisely. It seems like that D guy knows something. Can you guys tell me a little bit more about him?
This is our second time talking to him. Legitimately. That was a waste of a second question. I'll give you one more.
Bonus question.
I mean,
While you think on that, I have a
Yeah.
question for you.
yeah.
Why are you here?
I'm here, as I said before. I'm looking for some information.
Yeah, but what information?
My mother sent me,
Your mother sent
and
you.
Do you wait till your mother tells you?
yeah, I won't know until she gives me a clear direction.
Who's your
Okay.
mother? What's her name?
I can't tell you that.
Can't or won't.
Why would you not tell us that?
Seems kind of odd to not want to disclose your mother's name.
Maybe she's a Blackwood.
Ooh,
They're not nice people.
they're definitely not nice people.
We don't know her last name. It could be Melandra Blackwood.
I did notice the Blackwoods are looking for some people who we have no idea who they are, but they are looking for people again.
Correct. Those two people we don't know.
That's right.
Interesting. I see how it's all aligning here. Okay, well, you can tag along, but we'll always be watching.
I'll do the same.
Mike was asking.
Well, just tell us this. Should we be expecting unexpected attacks? Are you wanted by anybody?
No,
Okay. Because we've been
I'm
getting.
looking out for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
so
so?
because the information that I find will benefit you guys in the future.
Seems good to me. Let's move on.
Seems legit.
Checks out.
You can roll insight checks if you'd like.
Sure. Can use my inspiration.
Do you want to use my inspiration?
10.
10. She seems genuinely honest. No guile within her.
She still have that twinkle in her eye?
Twinkle still there.
Alright.
And when you asked about her mother, it seemed like it wasn't that she didn't want to tell you, it's that she really couldn't tell you. As if she didn't know the name of her mother.
Alright.
To the house?
Do we
To the
search
house.
green bag?
Twinkle, you can come with us.
Oh, that's the boomerang.
Okay, so you guys
Yeah.
make your way out of the yawning portal.
Oh, is it worth searching any of the undeads that were left behind up top?
No.
Okay. How about some of the
Live
patrons? The
undead.
patrons that died over there. Is that in poor taste?
I might be crying.
Bonnie, they already called the guard
Alright,
in, and the
moving on.
guard is kind of reconnoitering everything.
Alright. On to Troll Skull Alley.
So you guys make your
Skull
way to
Man.
Troll Skull Alley in the North Ward, and as you approach Melandra, you see a gigantic house, which is in horrible disrepair.
Hey, the kids have been cleaning it up.
Best house in the neighborhood.
Broken windows, broken banisters, shingles missing on the roof. It could be amazing, but it
good
needs a
bones.
lot of elbow grease to bring it up to the rest of the neighborhood and really even this entire district's, this entire ward's standard. So, you arrive, and Candy and Kyle are there.
Felton.
Candy and Kyle Felton are there, yep.
As a ghost.
And they tell you about a
Well,
ghost.
yeah, by the way, we have a ghost in the house.
His
He
name's
seems
Freddy.
kind of cool.
Yeah. His name's Freddy. He helps clean and protect
Nothing
the
to
house.
be scared of.
Okay. So you guys get there, and what do you wish to do?
I want to take a nap.
Well, did what's his face make it home?
Kyle is there with Candy. They're both very happy. When you arrive, they're, hey, what, Candy? What took you so long? Why? Kyle came back this morning, and then you were
Eli started drinking, you know how it goes.
day drinking.
Is there any other kind, my lady?
You could drop the day. He's always.
Also, we got attacked by some undead that crawled out of the pit in the yawning portal.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds frightening.
So it's a good thing Kyle Felton got out when he did.
Yeah, that's our last name. We told you that a long time ago.
I don't think.
I don't remember that.
All right, well, you know it now.
Oh, you're still drinking.
It's a way of life.
Who's this pretty lady? Hi, I'm Candace. This is. Hi, I'm a little too low. Hey, I'm Kyle.
Felton.
We're
I'm
twins.
Melandra. Nice to meet you guys.
That's such a pretty
Her
name.
name's Twinkle.
Thank you.
I like it. Twinkle. It's fitting.
Can I
Can I
call
beat
you?
him up from calling me that?
You can hit him with your axe.
The end of it.
Can we
He's a
call you
murderer.
Twinkle?
No thank you.
It's Miss Twinkle to you
my
guys.
Oh, Miss Twinkle.
Hey, be
My-
nice.
My
She's-
Landra.
My land
My
drop.
Landra, yeah,
Landra
okay.
works.
So what happened since we were gone? You and Freddie okay?
Yeah, Freddie was great. When Kyle came back, he wrote a big smiley face on the dirt outside, which I think just means he's happy. Yeah.
Great.
Way to be, Freddy. Way to be.
Keeping the house clean. So, seeing that you guys were cleaning this while we were gone, what would you say are some of the necessary improvements that we should focus on first?
I don't know. You
Now we're
get
taking
a
advice from children.
get a contractor.
He
or
has been
something.
drinking all day.
There's lots of guilds that
Hasn't
can help you
anybody taken a
guys.
look at the house?
I do think we can hire someone.
I do think.
I mean, I'd go to the Carpenters, Roofers, and Plasterers Guild. That's what I do.
That's why you out of the mouth of babes, all right? Jeez.
Or maybe the
Although-
Stonecutters, Masons,
retract my
Potters, and
previous
Tile
statement.
Guild.
Although some of us do not have much money because we were saving other people.
We could just hire some of the poor
Yes.
folk. And
Some of us
we
had to
did
be
that.
saved because somebody
Right, but
in our
to
own party
help
killed
them.
me.
Seems to
That-
be a lot
that
of that
sounds
going
kind of-
around.
All right.
Anyway.
We need some money. We've got to fix this place up. We've got some leads because of the Feltons here. They've helped us out greatly, but we don't have any cash or gold.
Yes, gold.
Not enough
I
gold.
don't have very much gold. I have hardly anything.
Sure.
You all know that he got a pouch off
Oh,
that
right.
guy. You didn't roll a sleight of
I,
hand. You
I
didn't
know,
say
but I
you
gave it all to Durnan.
You gave
You gave
40.
40.
40.
Nobody knew what was in it.
Also true.
None of you asked.
No, not a single person
We
asked.
just assume he's the worst person in
That's
the world.
right.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so
It was
Can
in a
we,
Ziploc bag. We saw it.
What time of day is it?
it is around noon.
Really like to take a nap.
I would as well.
I
I'm not
agree.
feeling well.
I'd like to meditate.
You can take a
but
short rest if you care to do that. There's not going to be any battles unless you do something
Honestly, that's
stupid.
just how the
Oh,
day has
then
rolled.
okay. All right. There's not going to be any battles. Well, I guess I'm going to go into town. Anyone want to join
Where are
me?
you headed?
Yeah, I would like to explore since I've just arrived
Where'd you arrive from?
from up north.
Hmm.
It's a big place.
Specifically, where up north?
From the high forest. I was there for a while.
Where are you?
High forest, you say?
Yes.
Interesting. I'm probably going to go to the library.
Library?
I'd like to probably talk to Nain as
Nain?
well.
Okay.
Rygar, you want to talk to Nane about that thing?
I do, yes.
Name?
That thing.
What thing?
What thing?
The thing that he had, you know, the rash.
The rash.
The
Where I go, you have a rash.
I'm not sure he's the person.
Couldn't
you wanna
Melcine
go to for
just
that.
heal him if he has a rash?
It's not that kind of rash.
Well, obviously I have to talk to him about Farrick. I saw him.
We saw some murals.
I saw those too.
That's,
Very odd.
That's the only reason I'd like to talk to Nate.
Can I roll insight?
What are you trying to insight?
I want to see if he's. I believe him. It's kind of
He's
odd that I think
telling
that
the
he
truth.
said a
So
rash.
you're
and
inciting. You're inciting Vincent.
Vincent,
Go
yeah.
for it.
I'm not very insightful, but
Roll a deception check, Vincent. Would you?
10.
10.
Go! Yes.
A 1.
You are very insightful.
Yeah.
Maybe I have a +9. maybe.
So
Oh
you,
wait, that's a 0.
Yeah. So
I'm very honest.
Vincent's like, because he's got like, he's got a rash. Yeah, that's what he's got.
That's
He's a
the
rash.
ticket.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
Well, I gotta talk to Nane anyway.
I mean, it is.
I have
his
to learn some
master. I don't
spells.
know why it's strange for him to want to see his master.
Because he's obviously hiding something.
You didn't.
Aren't we all
Well, true.
hiding something?
We get along really well, guys.
Anyway, this ain't getting anything done, so let's just go.
Yeah.
So are you all going to Nanes?
I
I don't want to go to Nate's anymore.
Melandra, are you going?
Yeah,
Melandra's
let's
going
go
with you to Nanes?
I'm going to the library.
Okay, you're going to the Font of Knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone going to the Font of Knowledge?
Is there anything you want to know about in the library?
Mm,
I know the one librarian pretty well. She
I'll
might be able
tag
to help us.
along. I'll tag along.
It's good.
Okay, so Melsine and Eli are going to the Font of Knowledge. Rygar, Vincent, and Melandra are going to see Master Nane. And Morthos, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay at the house.
Okay, you're going to stay at the house. So let's resolve Master Nane first. So you guys get to the South Ward and you get to Nane Gate Tower, your former home. And Melandra, you see Vincent do an incantation, and out from the side of this stone tower you see several steps jut out. As he steps up, they all kind of all appear under his feet and just in midair are levitating there. Rygar follows right behind, having seen this before, and a door opens up at the top about 10 feet up into the tower. Do you go in with him?
Sure.
Okay, so you all three are in, and inside there's a nice little sitting room with a fireplace. And as you are entering, a spiral staircase is kind of drifting down from a opening in the ceiling, and you see a very old-looking man. Silvery white hair that hangs loosely, kind of about neck length. His face is very wrinkled. He has clean-shaven face, blue robes, and he has a staff with an eye on it that he comes down and he sees you. He says, "Welcome to the Nane Gate Tower, Melandra."
Oh, he knows my name before I tell him.
Yes, I do.
This guy's my favorite.
He's very wise.
Does he recognize me from somewhere, or do I?
You can roll insight.
Seven
Plus what?
plus. Where's my insight? 8.
You've never seen this guy before in your life. And you, as you look at him, he has a very gentle face, very wizened looking man. And roll a religion check, which you have an expertise in. That is your skill feat. 14. You notice the eye on his staff, and note it as the Eye of Savras, which is the god of divination. And they are able to see threads of the future. And so you think that he might know you due to that.
Is there anything he can tell me about this mission I'm on?
Are you asking me about the message you received
Yes, I am.
from your mother?
Yes, please. Tell me more if you know.
I do know more. But it is not yet time. Suffice to say, there is a darkness growing around us. You have been sent here
due to the possibility that you bring with you. Your thread is not yet wound. To others it might be. Depends on the choices you make. However, it is certainly not a coincidence that you've found your way to Rygar and Vincent, my boy.
So I'm on the right track.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Now, what can I do for you, fine boys?
Well, it is nice to see you again, Master. Vincent and our party traveled into the Blue Alley. Are you familiar with it?
I am.
In the Blue Alley, we came upon the wizard Kylier and also found murals of both him and Farrick, who were in battle. I was hoping if you were able to speak on any of this and the paladins that they were with would appear to be paladins.
Well, Farrick's thread continues to shorten.
Is he in danger?
It is unclear, but I think it is almost a certainty that he is in danger.
Watch him out.
Fair enough. The group that they were with, do you know them?
Farrick is a member of a special order of magi. I believe his disappearance has something to do with this, as other members of the order have also disappeared.
What became of the wizard Kylier?
That is a difficult question to answer. Kylier has always been a bit of a rogue. We don't quite know what he's going to do. He's associated with Farrick in the past, which I would guess is what the murals were about.
In the murals, it depicted them slaying a dragon, a black dragon.
Yes. Dargathoth was an ancient black dragon they fought and slew to curry the favor of someone.
That's the best.
Well, if that's all you can tell me at this time, I think what we'll have to do. Shall we do what we intended?
One second, yes. My Landra. Just,
I'm not leaving.
no, I'm not asking you to leave. I'm just asking you to keep whatever you see right now from the other members of the group. At least until we can determine
Yeah,
if it's safe.
I concur.
As he's talking about like this whole black dragon thing, does it bring up any?
So, this certainly is darkness. And roll an insight check.
I danced around that 18.
Yeah. 6.
You get the sense that these people who you've run into by, well, certainly can't be fate. By the direction of your mother are destined to encounter this darkness, which you feel is part of your calling as well.
Oh, Master Nane, could Kylier in any way have anything to do with Ferric being in danger? Or is his power not able to come into this realm since he's in the Blue Alley?
Yes.
All right. Very good.
He's so wise.
Do I recognize the Black Dragon's name?
Durgathoth,
Yeah.
or
Or if he has any relevance.
roll a history check.
18.
The first go around. Slide it 4.
Dargathoth, yeah. You recognize the name as an ancient black dragon that was slain hundreds of years ago. Almost 1,000 years ago.
Interesting.
Oh.
And it was a great, great battle. And there were many who came against him. And he fell, but it cost many, many lives. And this was further north, in and around the swamps that are on the way to Neverwinter.
Rygar, can you hand me the bag of holding, please?
Oh, I don't see why I have to do that. I
Alright.
reach in, I think about it.
For theatrics, of course.
That's a nice statue
Destiny.
of a unicorn.
Mylandra, we found this unicorn in the Blue Alley. Place your hand on it. See if you sense anything.
Do I roll?
No, you just put your hand on it.
And I feel something. Or
You
something comes.
feel a metallic texture, but then in your mind you hear
And then I turn to these guys and ask them, have you heard the voice before? Asking
Yes.
for help?
It's only when you touch it.
That's why we're here. Somebody outside the Blue Alley wanted us to find this.
Are you still touching it?
Yeah.
Man,
Did he say run?
man.
Man.
Master Nane, we found this unicorn statue. Do you know anything about this? What spell is upon it? Does it have someone trapped inside?
And the tail, it's so unusual.
And that bow. It's so pink.
It does have a nice pink bow on it.
It sure does.
Well, let me take a closer look at it.
He holds out his hand. Holds out his hand for you. Looks at it. Kind of inspects it. I'm going to use one of my advantages. Natural 20.
Nice. And you guys die.
Teamwork.
Hopefully good.
Rygar, hold out your finger.
Which finger?
Any will do.
Oh boy. Goodbye, finger.
He orients the anus of,
No.
of the unicorn,
We didn't notice this?
and he points it and then lowers it a little bit, and you push in the tail.
Nice.
And the tail depresses into the unicorn, and there is a flash of light. And when the flash dissipates, you see the pink bow kind of fluttering in the air down onto the ground. And you see before you a squat Rottweiler with jowls that hang down, and it's trying to stand up on 2 feet, like to walk. And then it looks down at itself, and you see its shoulders slump. It kind of stands there and looks at you. Looks at you. Goes over to you and starts like rubbing your legs. Looks you up and down. Starts sniffing you. Clearly likes you, Melandra. Looks at Vincent. Looks back at you. And just kind of sits down next to you and like nudges your.
But he would have
Side.
lifted a leg on Vincent.
No, not that rude.
Right on. You know this dog?
Do I?
You do not, but you've always had an affinity with animals.
Yeah.
So I'm to understand the statue unicorn is now this dog.
It, as soon as you say that, it looks at you and kind of stands up a little bit more dignified.
Master Nana, could you give us a little bit more on this? Look, what's the name?
It looks like it was a dog.
Yeah, it's still a dog, Master Nana. It was a unicorn statue. Now it's a dog.
Yes,
But why was it?
precisely
But it was
my
top.
point.
But it was talking in our minds, wanting us to release it. It needed help. You're saying it was this dog?
Apparently,
All right, I'm
there
saying.
must be more than meets the eye.
Right. So when he says that, since I know, like, I have this closeness with animals, and he seems to trust me, can I communicate through my mind? Maybe find something out.
You can roll an animal handling check.
Ah,
6,
You get down on one knee
7.
and you peer into his eyes. And he stands there, strong chest, kind of brown markings, dark, very black, but with brown markings on his snout. And he just peers into your eyes, and then he gives you a lick on the cheek, and just, he's happy to be with you.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on it.
Okay, you detect magic, and there is a residual aura of transmutation around him.
Master Nina, looks like it seems like somebody transformed someone into this dog. Dog.
Dog. Yeah.
Dog.
Dog. Get a bagel.
What makes you think that, my boy?
I sent some transmutation magic on it.
That could be the residual of the spell under which it labored for so long as a unicorn.
Every time it's gonna be.
And I'm just like, gonna rub his head.
He kind of leans into it and lets you kind of scratch behind his ears.
Does he have a
That's
collar?
pretty good at animal handling. I'm just like,
He does not have a collar.
I'm gonna pick up the bow's still there. Right? The
He
pink
starts
bow.
growling when you pick up the pink bow.
That's your bow, huh? Do you want the bow? You want the bow?
He holds his hand up at you and puts his paw down.
do you want us to keep it safe at least?
He sniffs like a, and
Forget the bow.
kind of shakes his head yes.
All right. I'll grant you that.
He doesn't want the bow?
He does not want the bow.
Good dog.
Um,
So we have a
Well,
dog.
he
Alright.
seems to respond to you quite well.
well, we can, I guess, take him back home. The kids will like a pet.
We already have 3 pets.
I'm sorry, pet. Guardian. Master Name, I did have one more question for you.
Yes.
While we were in caves previous to the Blue Alley on our journeys outside of Waterdeep, there was some magic that was forced and created a portal, almost as an item, if I remember correctly. And from that, upon looking at it, I cut my finger, and some of the substance entered into my bloodstream. And from what I can remember, I was whisked away into the ethereal plane. And in the plane, a familiar being stood in front of me, and it felt normal. It felt like I knew them. And they just enveloped my body through my hand, and now I have some power that I cannot explain. Is there anything that you could tell me?
Fascinating story. Let me think. Let me think harder. Nope, still can't think about it.
Master Nate, can I help with it?
Well,
Maybe a petite then.
it sounds like you've been the fortunate recipient of Tamara's blessing.
Tamara's blessing.
Close enough.
Tamara.
The goddess of fortune. It's a figure of speech, boy. You don't need to write anything.
Well,
What I'm trying to say is you were lucky to be alive. Beyond that, the ethereal plane is strange place. It's a connection plane between all the others. And so what runs through it is varied and myriad.
So,
And I'm just shitting you.
I want to pledge myself to him. Oh.
well, with that said, I guess I just shall consider myself lucky and leave it at that.
Do I have any insight into?
Roll a religion check.
Why does he keep doing that?
The one with the
Plus
double
5.
dots. Yep.
13?
13. So, you know who Tamora is, the goddess of fortune. You know,
Apparently you don't have to write that down.
yeah, but you know that any sort of planar travel is always inherently dangerous. And so the fact that Rygar has experienced the ethereal plane and come back is impressive to you, and only piques your interest more with regard to this group.
very good then.
That is all I wanted to discuss. Thank you.
Savras is clearly with you.
And he nods at your gauntlets.
I do feel it more and more each day as my path becomes clearer.
As your path becomes clearer, it will grow more murky.
So what?
I don't understand.
Me either. All I'm trying to say is the more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
Thank you for that wisdom.
Don't tell that to someone.
Where is the young lass?
Maybe you could tell us. These necklaces, they keep zapping us in and out of this plane.
Yes, that's unfortunate. But apparently necessary for your journey. Anything else then?
One more thing. There is a mark in front of was it Waterdeep Castle? Is that a portal that we can access?
He closes his eyes for a second. And when he opens them, they're stark white. Almost as if he's got cataracts over them. And he looks up, closes them again, opens them, and they're back to his normal bluish color.
Yes, the seal can be broken with your gifts.
And he nods towards the necklaces and refers to them as gifts.
It is to you that these have fallen. Use them wisely. Unlock what you can. It will only help you. Persevere through the tumult of the uncertainty of the necklaces. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Oh man. All right. So you guys
So many dramatic pauses.
exit Main Gate Tower,
Me too.
and Melsine and Eli, as you're making your way to the font of knowledge, Melsine, you have been concentrating on your necklace as you've gone. And you pause right around the market square, which is about halfway between Troll Skull Alley and the Font of Knowledge. And you finally get a blip on the radar in your mind's eye of Hold's beacon, the hopper in his chest. And you focus and concentrate and call him to yourself. And you see this. You see her hand get enveloped by crystal blue, sapphire, sparkling water that kind of pops out of the necklace, flows around her hand, and then gathers back into the necklace. And as it gathers back in, poof, 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 Hold, Sola, and Jax all pop back into the material plane, all of them covered in flowers. And that's where we'll pick up our session next week.
Awesome.
All right, so thank you all for enjoying this with us. I have no idea if we got any follows or subscriptions during the broadcast, but I know that there was lots of inspiration given out, and I think it was all used.
No, I didn't use mine.
I didn't use mine either.
Okay, so Vincent, you still have an inspiration, and Melandra, you never used yours, huh? Okay, so then when we can get you back on the show again, you'll get to use that again. And for the rest of us, we look forward to having Jax and Hold and Sola back with us next week. And we're so thankful for you sticking around with us. Would encourage you again to check out the giveaway on LDR_DM on the Instagram account. Lots of cool things you can win. And would certainly appreciate your continued support of the channel through following us and subscribing to us, both on YouTube and here on Twitch. And would love for you to throw some of those free Amazon Prime subscriptions our way if you would be so kind. Otherwise, we really had a good time tonight. Guys got to kill an undead beholder.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was a tough battle.
That was surprisingly difficult.
yeah, well, hey, beholders are no joke.
That's true.
And so you got a cool clubberang there.
Yeah.
Thank you
Very
again
cool.
To Griffin Saddlebag. He makes some great magic items. And we will look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday as we make our way through these days of downtime here in Waterdeep. So thank you for sticking around, and we'll see you next Tuesday when we continue to loot, die, and repeat.
Beep.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
We gotta keep it going.
We got through it out without the beginning.
Yeah, I thought we were going to